High School Sports Live, in partnership with ABC 27, is proud to present on TV the Central Dauphin East Panthers and the Cumberland Valley Eagles. This broadcast is brought to you by our premier sponsors, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency and Brenner Family of Dealerships. Hello, everyone. I'm Todd McCall, along with Jerome Presley. Jerome, tonight is a big Commonwealth matchup here at Harry Chapman Field. And more importantly, this game is one of those crossover games that I think have implications when it comes into the next season. That is the district playoff season. First of all, on the east side, they're coming in on the road here off a big win, but they're playing a Cumberland Valley team who got upset last week by Lower Dauphin. So they're looking for Cumberland Valley's looking for a little bit of a get ready, get back into the game, but they've got to stop this running game of CD and East Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the East Panthers, and they've had an interesting year. They've had some really good games, and then they had some games that they want to get back. And one of the things is their running game is big. Tyshawn Pollard last week, 380 yards rushing against Carlisle. So he's coming in and starting to get going in the offensive game. Kane Everson's the quarterback, is the director. He's the one that orchestrates this offense. Between the two of them, their job is to see if they can move this East offense against a very stout Cumberland Valley defense.
Well, Cumberland Valley only put 10 points up last week. Lower Dauphin, we know, is very improved. But I know this team's going to be fired up tonight. And Charlie Catcher is a guy who makes things happen. But more importantly, as you see Charlie Catcher doing things on the special teams, returning kicks, they've got to be careful tonight. East does that way. But you're looking more at the running game inside these running backs for Cumberland Valley.
Yeah, definitely. I think Catcher is definitely the big guy on this team, offensively and defensively as the return guy. He has about 300 yards receiving, but the problem is Cumberland Valley does not throw a lot, and that's going to be a big Achilles heel for them if a team can shut them down. In the running game, they have Jake Palmer and Josh Quigley, averages combined 1,300 yards rushing. So the two of them are doing their thing in the run game and really getting a lot of production out of that run game. This is a big game for them. That Lower Dauphin game last week, they did not want to drop that, but we found out that Lower Dauphin may be a little better than we thought.
Well, I think we need our shoulder pads on tonight because the band's coming on. It's time for Friday Night Football, Week 9, big Commonwealth matchup here on ABC 27. Kickoff right after these messages.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
The Brenner family of dealerships gives you better pricing, better customer service, better selection, and a better service department for the life of your vehicle. We'll show you how at Brenner Chrysler Jeep, Brenner Nissan, and Brenner Pre-Owned. The Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, and on Paxton Street, Harrisburg. 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 95 years.
Well, it's football time here, Harry Chapman Field. Todd McCall, Jerome Presley. Archie Smith Jr. will be joining us as our analyst on the field. Anthony Calamaro set to kick off, back to receive as Palmer and Catcher. They've got to be sure right now. I don't know if you want to put the ball early on in Catcher's hands after coming off this Lower Dauphin loss last week. Cumberland Valley looks fired up tonight to try to get some Commonwealth victory here from the East Panthers. It's kind of a low draw. Going to be picked up about the 25-yard line. And pulled down quickly by Sunday, was tackled. Probably got back to about the 27-yard line. Cumberland Valley have the ball. And Jerome, you talked about the running game. We'll see what we have in store right off the bat.
Yeah, and you definitely want to see this offense get back on track. You talked about it last week. They only put up 10 points against Lower Dauphin, and that is so unkept of this Cumberland Valley team. They usually are churning out a lot of points in the bunches. So they want to get themselves established, get this running game going, and see if they can bust through this CD East defense.
Dale Goodrich, Manchun and Miller, Armbrust, Federoff, and Sunday up front are the offensive linemen for Cumberland Valley. Bachman will give to Palmer on first down. And that's what you want to see if you're a Cumberland Valley team. Palmer pushing over the 35-yard line, picking up a lot of good yardage when you're getting 8 and 9 on the first down carry. Jerome, you talk about it all the time being the exact thing you want your offense to do for you.
Yeah, when you can get 8 or 9 on your first carry, that's big. I mean, that's letting you know that your offensive line is doing their part, and the backs are getting out into the second level.
Quigley and Palmer are the backs. Bachman under center. 2nd and 2 for Cumberland Valley. Quigley will push and shove. He works very hard for every yard he gets. And up front defensively, coming to make that tackle with Boger and Pitts. With assist from other Panthers. It'll be a 1st down and 10, though, for Cumberland Valley.
Yeah, Quigley, good size for a fullback in the wing tee at 6'1", 206 pounds. He carries the bell cow as a fullback in this offense. So they definitely want to get him going and established.
Quigley up the middle, across the 40-yard line, put his head down and moving. Again, big yardage on 1st down.
And you see, East has a lot of players committed to the defensive line.
It'll be 2nd down and 5, Jerome. And when you look at the East Panthers, this game tonight was one of those you and I talked about when we looked at the schedule. Highly anticipated matchup. It's crazy to say that Cumberland Valley is not atop of the Commonwealth Division with that loss of Lower Dauphin. State College is undefeated.
They're in 3rd, actually.
Right, Central Dauphin with the loss. So tonight's fight is more about pride in the Commonwealth than anything.
Well, I think they're still jockeying for position. I mean, there's not much time left for playoff contention. I mean, both of these teams have winning records, but you're looking at CD East is 2-3 in the league, and Cumberland Valley 3-1. So Cumberland Valley is still in the mix for the division. They're 6-2 overall. So This is a big game in the Commonwealth, and the way you look at it, right now CD East is looking up at the rest of the division.
Jamar Cole's come up to make that tackle on Quigley. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for Cumberland Valley. This is what they do, methodically take their time. Shotgun formation for Bachman. Bachman giving to Quigley over the 50. Putting his head down and pushing up close to the 30-yard line, putting Cumberland Valley right in the driver's seat here in the 1st quarter. And this looks more like the Cumberland Valley team that you talk about often, Jerome. Offensively very hard to compete with, very hard to touch. And you talk about uncharacteristically scoring 10 points last week. They look a little more determined this week.
Yeah, and again, establishing the fullback in the wing tee offense is very important because that opens up everything else in the running game. And right now, Quigley is running with a head full of steam, and he's going forward. That's what I like. He's going north-south.
Palmer on the left side. He pushed hard, Palmer did. Rivers coming up, the junior, making the tackle for East with help by Boger.
Well, what you may see from East is really, and you've seen it already, they're trying to commit a lot of defenders to the running game. Cumberland Valley has not thrown a lot this year. They're not a very heavy throw offense, so you can kind of bait them and try to dare them to throw the ball and commit your guys to the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you see Kane Everson checking in the quarterback, playing in the safety position. Quigley up the middle. And he'll be inside the 25-yard line from the red zone opportunity here coming up for Cumberland Valley at 2nd down and make it, 3rd down, and it'll be about 2 for Cumberland Valley. We'll make it 1 for Cumberland Valley.
Well, think about it, Todd. You talk about the passing game for Cumberland Valley. Bachman is 23 of 60, 38%. And he's only thrown for 319 yards and 4 touchdowns. Now, they have another quarterback that is thrown for 215 yards through 56%. But between the combination of both of them, they don't even have 500 yards passing barely between the two of them. So you know what Cumberland Valley wants to do. They want to do what they just did, run right at you and dare you to stop it.
Quigley coming over the left side, being tackled by Edward Rivers. And that'll be a 1st down for Cumberland Valley on a Quigley carry. Ball will be spotted on the 16-yard line for Cumberland Valley. Quiet crowd tonight over here. More, normally it's the festivities and the sights here at Cumberland Valley. And it's homecoming. It's just very quiet, almost.
But there is a crowd here.
There definitely is a crowd. They're just reserved tonight.
And I think they just haven't gotten started yet. Right now it's been a methodical drive. There hasn't been much to cheer about. There hasn't been big runs or big pass plays.
Well, that's the first penalty of the night. That'll go against Cumberland Valley. I'll back them up.
And again,
a delay of game.
A delay of game, which, you don't want to be backed up. But I'll tell you what, if the running game keeps like this, you'll see a 4th quarter. I mean, by the time the 4th quarter comes, East may not want to deal with this anymore. So they have to be able to get stops and get this offense off the field and get the ball into their high-powered offense's hands.
Gibbs is Quigley left side, finding a hole, putting his head down, come up and met by the safety, pulled down by Pollard. And that's one thing you see a lot of these guys playing both ways, offensively and defensively, for East especially. Take a look at it again here. Good size hole, squeezes through. Pollard coming up making a good, very fundamental tackle. Look how well Pollard wrapped. Got both arms around Quigley. Quigley one more time, and look at this. Coming up here making this tackle. This is textbook tackling. Get both legs, wrap hard, and hold.
And bring guys to the ball. I mean, you want to make sure that you gang tackle, especially Quigley. He's a hard runner, so you don't want to give him any room to run.
2nd and 11. Fake to Palmer, looking up over the top, going over the top, down the field, and gets what you have to do. Touchdown, Cumberland Valley. Bachman to Kasher for a touchdown, and that's how you do it. He went up through, challenged him. You begin to ask yourself, why not go to this guy more often?
Well, you see the play action, and again, this is not in their repertoire to do it all day long. They're not a passing offense. Everything is set up in a running game, but you had the successful running game to start the game, then you do play action and throw over top of it. And there's not anybody in the mid-state, maybe even in the state, that will jump well with Catcher when you put it up to him, because he is an athlete. He goes up with his hands and he catches and secures the ball.
Well, Bachman's kick point after was no good. The ball's thrown, underthrown here. You see it, but Catcher goes up to get it. There'll be more first quarter action after these messages.
No regrets.
If only she parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened, at rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today, because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance.
Well, welcome back. One drive down the field, moving the ball, set up by Josiah Quigley. The Bachman to Catcher touchdown, and Cumberland Valley on the board. A missed point after by Bachman, and Cumberland Valley put 6 on the board to start off.
Well, one of the things about the wing T, run action and pass action is very similar to each other. So that's why when the running game is going really well, you can really go over top in the passing game by doing the exact same action in the running game, or in the running game in the passing game, and it confuses and freezes those linebackers. And when you have a guy like Quigley, which when they throw to Quigley. So if you're East, you have to know that when he releases in a route, chances are that's where the ball is going, and you have to defend that.
Catcher. Jaquan Pitts will come up and take the Catcher kick, and he's knocked back to the 30-yard line. It's forward progress, giving maybe 32-yard line. Central Dauphin will have their first opportunity tonight. Kane Everson and crew will come onto the field, and entering the game for the first time this year will be Mike Jones, the former McDevitt running back. And I guess transfers went through, and Jerome, I say this, it's sort of like the elephant in the room, but I began to question what PIAA is doing with the transfers in the middle of the season. But
well,
again, that is just
there's no
thought.
rule against it, and there's no rule against it if a player is moving from one school to another, if it's a private school to public school. I think the biggest thing was learning about what happened at Central Dauphin as well. So you have a good run here.
Look at Pollard breaking a tackle, crossing over the 30-yard line on the other side. And unbelievable. When you look at the last play, 10-play drive, 73 yards for Cumberland Valley, it's one play here. Pollard breaking a tackle. He gets out of the grass. Yeah, and then Federhoff had him in the backfield, and then he's got to be chased down. And when you're running behind him, Michael Sunday will come up to make the tackle. When you're running behind Pollard, you're usually in trouble. It's a little bit too late.
Yeah, Pollard's very shifty in the running game. He's coming off a very, very good game last week, so you'll see him try to get going early.
Pollard on the left side, Quigley coming up to make the tackle. You'll see Quigley playing both ways as well. Quickly, I think people like him as much on defense as they do from the running back position.
Yeah, and that's the same thing with Catcher. I mean, when you look at where he shines the most, to me, Catcher shines very well on defense as well. So you see him make a good play there, and Quigley does the same thing. A real stout linebacker that's able to come up and really do well against the run of any team.
Give this Pollard right side. He'll pick up, he fought for every bit he got there. He'll pick up maybe one, call it two, 5:58 to play. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for East. Up front, East is good-sized line this year. And Cameron Hartfield, Joe Ramos, Nick Robbins, Tyler Boger, and Edward Rivers up front. Good-sized line. Definitely have competed this year and had moved that running game forward by opening holes for these guys. And all you have to do is give them a crevice, and they will make you hurt here. Christian in the backfield along with Makai Moore. And entering the game, Jalen Hawthorne entered the game as a quarterback. He came in to throw it. It's incomplete. That'll be 4th down for Central Dauphin. Take another look. Hawthorne coming in.
Well, East has to, that ball has to be caught. I mean, when it's right in your hands, you have to pull that in, and they definitely want that back.
Shotgun formation for Hawthorne. Hawthorne's going to stay in. Panthers ball 4th and 8. They're going to go for it. Hawthorne looking downfield, going to air it out. And that ball is caught, but it's going to be out. It's going to be out of bounds. No good. But more importantly, ball thrown fairly well. Just ran out of room. Jeremiah Christian was the intended receiver. Make that Corey Gray. Corey Gray, taking another look at it. And just out of bounds. Good coverage. You got to use that as that 12th guy on the field. Use that sideline to your advantage.
Yeah, and again, that drop earlier in the drive cost CD East an opportunity at points. Again, you got to pull that in against the Cumberland Valley team. And you saw a good run on the first play by Pollard, but after that, the offense stalled with the drop pass. So East has to come back and try to, again, they have to stop the run first in order to defend this offense.
Well, CV holds. East. Palmer. Reverse. Arrington with the ball. And Christian Arrington will get a first opportunity to carry. Christian Arrington, really nice athlete. Junior, he's 6'2", 215. And look at this. With Arrington coming back, he's only a junior at 215 pounds, 6'2". Cumberland Valley's. Boy.
And you see Pollard has to come up and make the tackle from a safety position. You don't want to see that a lot if you're the safety coming up to make tackles often like that.
1st and 10. To give to Quigley on the left side. He's going to be wrestled down by the big bear up front. I mean, man, I'll tell you what, I don't know how many times you want to be hit by him, but Cameron Hartfield, he's 315 pounds and 6'3". He's a big defensive lineman.
He definitely is. He comes up and makes a good play. And again, you need him to have a big game today against this Cumberland Valley team that runs so much. You need your big guys up front to make sure that they make it hard for this offensive line to move him.
I imagine Josiah Quigley really did think he got wrestled by a Grizzly. Just,
he's big kid.
His head taken off.
Big kid.
2nd and 8 for Cumberland Valley. Give to Arrington. Arrington left side, nowhere to be found. Going to be hammered down. Coming up to make that play is Rivers. He's 6'3", 220 pounds. So you see the size that East has up front.
And we saw Rivers earlier in the season, and we really liked what he did from that defensive end position, playing very stout, keeping his leverage and coming up and making a play. And you talked about it earlier, wrapping these Cumberland Valley running backs because they are very, very strong. They show you the program that they do in the offseason. These guys have always historically been hard to bring down because they're in such good shape.
It'll be 3rd and 9. Cumberland Valley shows you a different little lineup here with 3 receivers to your right on your screen. Shotgun formation. They'll fake Casher's side. Bachman looking downfield. throwing it up, and that ball will almost be incomplete, or intercepted by Kane Everson. It'll be incomplete.
And this was a throw into double coverage. He did the pump fake, but wasn't able to get the safeties to move off of the receiver. So this almost, and it should have been an interception with two defenders waiting in the wings to see if they can pick it off.
Well, that was Cole McCoy, the intended receiver. It'll be no good. 4th down and 9. Cumberland Valley will come on to punt. Catcher does the punting duty, kickoff duty. Boy, big rush. Catcher gets it off. Pollard still on his feet, breaking tackles. Cross the 40-yard line, cross the 50-yard line, shy of the 50, called to 49. And East will have great field position on a Pollard return.
And we talk about how elusive and hard Quigley is to bring down. Pollard wanted to one-up that and make let everybody know he's difficult to bring down too. 6 foot, 195 pounds, getting north-south in the return game.
Let's go down to Archie on the field. Archie.
Yes, sir.
Right now, East, good field position, opportunity maybe to put something on the board. Very effective drive by Cumberland Valley in that first series.
Well, while you said that, guys, I was standing over Cumberland Valley side and felt the energy that was going on over there. So I was saying, let me come over to the CD East side, which I am right now, and feeling the energy that's going over here. Now, we see a different look at quarterback. They went with a different look, so I came over here and tried to see what was that coach's call on there, and they say that this quarterback here gives them more of a dual threat.
Jalen Hawthorne in at quarterback. Thank you, Archie. And it gives him a dual threat ability. We saw that he can air it out a bit. And they replace Hawthorne for Everson with Hawthorne. And East will have the ball 3rd down and 7.
And there you saw Mike Jones get his first carry coming over from Bishop McDevitt. And Mike Jones is a Division I prospect. We know that. At 6 foot, 210 pounds. Started out the season very well. Did very well last year. And then comes into this season. And then he ends up, leaving Bishop McDevitt and coming here to East. And now he has an opportunity to run and add to what Pollard gives you.
Mike Jones nowhere to be found on that left side. Cumberland Valley keyed on that play and really kind of blew that up. Josiah Quigley leading the way with help on the Eagles, wrestling down Mike Brown.
And again, you saw good penetration by this defense on the line of scrimmage, and that's what you want. You want your defensive line getting upfield, and you had a host of these Eagles getting upfield and making a tackle.
It'll be 4th and 2. Pollard will be on the punt, and catcher back to receive. Be careful. Catcher with some returns already this year. Catcher will be able to take off with it. This is what he does. He's very bouncy with it. If he breaks out, he's got speed. He'll cross over the 25-yard line, and Cumberland Valley will have the ball here as the first quarter begins to continue to wind down. It's going really fast here tonight.
It is, and a lot of it is due to the running game of both of these teams. Both teams have committed to running the ball. When you run the ball, you take time of possession, especially if you keep getting first down. So if this continues, this will be a short game. This will be over very quickly.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Cumberland Valley on the 20-yard line. Quigley left side, cross the 20.
And again, Quigley off the left side, able to get upfield and just do what he does. And I'll tell you what, Chad or Todd, if he continues to run like this, I mean, CD East have to commit more bodies and see if they can get guys up there to make a play, because right now he's running hard and he's really establishing the line of scrimmage.
.40 seconds here in the first quarter, winding down. Bachman underneath, giving it Quigley. Quigley crossing the 40-yard line with his head. Pollard coming up to finalize the tackle for East. Well, Quigley earns every aspect. Now, East is saying that there was a fumble, but no indication.
The Quigley will earn every single yard.
That's the fullback in the wing T. I mean, when you can get the fullback established, similar to the way it is in a wishbone offense.
Right.
You don't see many teams running this because of the spread and what it's been doing preparing guys for college. But the wing T, when you can establish the fullback, the entire offense can go, and everything can work off of that action. And right now, Central Dauphin East is having an extremely difficult time getting any kind of defensive stops right now against this running game, especially the fullback.
Well, there's still less than a second on the clock, but that'll be a delay of game on Cumberland Valley. It looked like they were going to get the playoff, and I'm not sure why they were trying so hard to get that off at the end of the first. Maybe they saw something on the east side. Maybe that's their second delay of game penalty. Second and 8, Bachman. Quigley gets the ball up the middle. That'll be the last play of the first quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. Cumberland Valley Eagles 6, Central Dauphin East Panthers. Before the game, we had an opportunity for the Cumberland Valley Eagles cheerleaders helping us before the game to drive out some hunger with the giant food cheer.
Let's fight hunger with all our might. F-I-G-H-T, fight hunger. F-I-G-H-T, fight hunger.
Well, we are very thankful for cheerleading staff of all the teams this year in the Mid-State helping us out. Advanced Hoops Fall AAU Tryouts is Saturday, October 29th, 2016. Register today at advancedhoops.com or call 717-657-2620. That's Advanced Hoops Fall Tryouts. Well, our next matchup, and we're expecting another good one here, Jerome. McDevitt at Central Dauphin East. That's our last and final week of the regular season. Full schedule is at www.hsslivetv.com. McDevitt at East. We'll be excited for that one next week. Bachman rolling right, looking downfield, and catcher will fall. I'm not sure if he was knocked down. The ball was delivered high. Look at total yards, 46 by East tonight, 110 by Cumberland Valley.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, you already see 10 carries from Quigley from his fullback position for almost 70 yards. So you see what Cumberland Valley wants to do. And that typically happens. You come off of a loss. You want to get yourself back into what you do best, and that is establishing a running game. And you saw that for Cumberland Valley, getting 10 carries from Quigley to start the game.
Well, East would like a timeout to take a look at it. As you know this, right now, I mean, you think about this game, and it's important to both teams, but more importantly, the Panthers want to stop any momentum that Cumberland Valley has here, because I believe when we came into this matchup tonight, I would give the advantage to East with the different backs they have.
I wouldn't give it to East. I mean, right now, you figure Cumberland Valley only stumbled. They stumbled last week. We'll give them that. But up until that point, they've been playing lights out football, man. And they actually knocked off Central Dauphin, and we know how much of a powerhouse they are. So we've seen the ability of Cumberland Valley. They stumbled last week, and now getting back to what they need to do is basically get back to their wing tee, get back to their running game, and you're seeing that tonight. And they have the lead as a result.
Catcher set to punt. Pollard back to receive it. Pollard will get an opportunity crossing the 30. Sidestepping. Pushing it back to about the 37-yard line. East will have the ball.
And Todd, that was a good stop for East. I mean, I think the big thing was we saw this running game, kind of being run down their throat. And then all of a sudden, a couple of penalties aided as well. But for the most part, they're doing a pretty good job defensively, especially on that drive.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
And again, Todd, we talk about the quarterback change and Hawthorne taking over the junior as the quarterback. And I think what Archie said, using him as more of a dual threat ability gives them another threat offensively. So I think that's what they want to do. And now they have multiple running backs in Jones as well as Pollard being able to 1-2 punch this Cumberland Valley defense.
Mike Jones on the right side. Many people thought, this was the year for Mike Jones at McDevitt. I mean, replacing Robinson a couple of years ago and being the go-to back. Now over here,
he'll be the go-to back eventually over here.
Yeah, he'll definitely be the go back over here.
But him and Pollard, I think, could be a good 1-2 punch between the two of them.
Jones on the right side. Arlington will wrestle him down with help from the rest of the Eagles.
And I think that's good in a sense because what it does is that East likes to use Pollard in the defense as well. So giving him the opportunity to play defense, you bring in Jones. Jones comes in the game. He's able to do his thing. And mind you, Jones plays linebacker as well. But you can alternate the two of them, and you get a little different back when you put them in. Jones is more of a hammer, where Pollard can do a little bit of that, but he wants to get on the outside like that first carry he had in the first quarter.
Jones meets the Cumberland Valley Eagles defensive line. No gain. I mean, it was just he hit that wall. There wasn't much to that at all.
Yeah, there was definitely nothing. You saw the surge of that Cumberland Valley defensive front filling every gap and making it impossible for Jones to find any running room on that play. So good defensive effort by the Eagles.
Second thought, East will decide to bring on the punting team for 4th and 1. Pollard will be back to punt. Catcher will be back to receive for Cumberland Valley. Coming up at halftime, stay tuned for our AT&T interview with Jill Navinger. Also, Archie and Rome and I will have up-to-date stats. Catcher will cross over the 32-yard line. It'll be wrestled down. Cumberland Valley ball.
And I think you see, Coach Blandon making a call to punt it on that play. I think it was a good idea because, right now you're only down 6-0. Right. The game is still early. You don't want to take any chances. Your defense, take away that first drive. The defense has done a pretty decent job holding this Cumberland Valley offense to just the 6 points. So we initially thought from that first drive, Cumberland Valley may run away with this, and right now the defense is showing for CD East that they can play.
Blessinger in at quarterback, replacing Bachman. He'll keep it and go up the middle. See quarterback both East and Cumberland Valley Knight playing both of their quarterbacks at times. So Blessinger will get his opportunity. 2nd and 7. Really, at the quarterback position here, you got to manage a game.
Yeah,
you manage a game if you're on the Eagles side.
And I think Blessinger, one of the things that he gives you, I think, is, he gives you a higher percentage in the passing game if you feel you need to. But again, it's this two-back system can work as long as each guy knows their role and can run the offense.
Quigley putting his head down, crossing over the 40-yard line. Bill tackled by Pollard. Pollard on action already. Got him with 7 tackles already tonight.
And that's not a good thing because Pollard is playing in the safety position. Yeah. So when you're getting 7 tackles, and it's not even the end of the second quarter, they're solo, and you're the safety or the last line of defense. That's not always a good thing, and they're going to need him to run the ball on the other side.
Big 3rd down and 2 for Cumberland Valley. Blessinger under center. He'll give to Quigley. Quigley will not get anywhere. He'll be tackled, and man coming up and making a hit. Now, he's been doing it, and we know that he's an athlete first and foremost, Brandon Hickerson Rooks comes up to make the tackle. He's a guy talked about playing at a high level next year as well.
Absolutely. And again, that defense, Blandon's punt was a good idea. Defense comes up and holds. Now you're seeing the CD East defense stiffen up. And then what happens to the wing T when they can't get 8-9 yards in that first carry, and then you force them in the situations where they may have to start throwing the ball? You're playing more into your hands than in Cumberland Valley's.
Yeah, great defensive effort in Cumberland Valley now. Boy, oh boy, Casher gets off a high kick. And Will Polar pick it up. He's going to let it roll. He's going to roll just inside the 15. It'll be down to 15, so that'll back East up. That was a high rotating punt.
Yeah, definitely high play. I mean, Quigley does it all. I mean, he's a do-everything guy. He's on all the special teams. He's a return guy. He's the punter.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's your receiver. He's your safety. He does it all. And I would imagine at the end of each game, he is soaking in ice, playing not just both ways, but he's on the field all the time.
Let's go down on the field to the Alabama State legend, Archie Smith. Archie, the East defense, what do you see? They're actually stiffening up a little bit, Arch.
Well, guys, like you were saying, to piggyback off of what you guys were saying, man, once you figure out that wing T, you can be able to settle your defense down. I mean, CDs got caught off guard, man. Even though Cumberland Valley came out and established the line of scrimmage, which was real great, man. And once these guys are settled down, this is the type of defense you guys will see for the rest of the game.
Well, Archie's right. They've settled down. Now Mike Jones gets a carry over the left side. Big, strong back, and now he's starting to kind of get into a groove, get patient, and he's looking and waiting. You know what he's doing now, Jerome? You see him waiting for the holes to develop.
And when Mike Jones gets going, he does the exact same thing that the Cumberland Valley offense does. You don't want to be hitting Mike Jones in the fourth quarter and he's running downhill at 210 pounds. He gets better as the game goes on. So keep an eye on him. If he gets going, it's going to be a rough day for these Eagles.
Mike Jones left side.
I tell you, I am
Federoff come up to make that tackle.
Exactly.
I
am
like
impressed.
his size, 6'2", 245.
I am impressed with the commitment of both of these offenses and coaches to the run game, because they know that that's what gets you, if you're a passing team, you're a passing team. But if you make your bread and butter on running the ball, then you establish the run, and both of them are trying to establish the line of scrimmage.
Mike Jones left side. You remember that from your Scotland days, establishing the run and going run, because you played both sides a lot sometimes too, but that run was established in the Scotland side. You guys played tough defense.
Yep.
I miss the Scotland schools,
I do too, man. I was home, and I'll tell you what, but that was back then when, we ran the wishbone, had a lot of athletes able to get upfield and use that speed. And again, what we did was you want to establish the line of scrimmage. And once you establish the line of scrimmage, you kind of dictate the game.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're seeing each of these teams trying to do. I mean, back then, Cumberland Valley was super at that time when I played too. So they have decades of just good football.
And we kept it simple in those days. Hawthorne's pass to Pollard is complete. McCoy bringing down a tackle. I remember how simple it was.
Yeah.
In three-back field, I remember being the two-back. It's 28 sweep, 44 dive. I mean, we kept it that simple.
Cumberland Valley is still kind of in that throwback with this offense that they run. They haven't gotten themselves, as people may say, sold out to the spread look yet. I'm not saying that it won't happen, but hey, this is taught at young levels and young ages, and these guys just bring it on up, and it's success. And guys are still going to the college ranks from Cumberland Valley easily.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if Archie Smith remembers when it was that simple. Just 44 dive, 28 sweep. You know what I mean, Arch? When it was the simple days. You had three backs in the backfield. When you were the two back, you're knowing you're getting the ball around the end on the eight hole.
I mean, guys, it kind of really hasn't changed. You can see these type of defense and these type of offense these days are still running our type of concept from back in the days. I mean, Cumberland Valley is a great definition of old school, down-to-earth football.
It's good to know that things really haven't changed that much. The complexity of the games, really, a lot of maybe different offensive calls. But East has big opportunity here with Hawthorne across the 50-yard line, under center. Gives a quick pitch to Pollard. Pollard left side. He'll pick up maybe 3, call it, and that's going to bring up fourth down for East.
Well, again, you're seeing the 1-2 punch of CD East going with Pollard and Mike Jones. Mike Jones and Pollard. Two different backs to give you two different things, kind of divvying the load. And again, this Cumberland Valley defense stiffens right at the right time and forces this East team to punt.
Well, Pollard will be on the punt. Catcher will get another opportunity. So Pollard and Catcher are kicking the ball off to each other back and forth now.
Yes, that's basically what's happening.
I always enjoy these beautiful nights. We got another great, cool fall night here for high school football week 9. One more week left in the regular season. And that's going to be a flag, roughing the kicker.
Maybe running into.
They run into him. So, I mean, they definitely threw the flag pretty quickly.
Now, I don't know if they'll call it roughing, but they could.
I mean, Whitmer had the rush and hit him, and Pollard, I bet if Pollard fell, maybe sold it a little bit more, but that's going to give a first down for East. It's going to be enough. They run into him.
Yep.
So Panthers get the ball back. That's a crucial play here in a tight game.
Right now, so far, East has played a clean game as far as penalties are concerned, and Cumberland Valley has a few. And this one was costly because now it gets East the ball back, and they can go back to that running game again. Neither of these teams have really tried to open it up in the passing game much at all, with the exception of the touchdown pass that was thrown, to our guy Catcher. But again, these running games and this line of scrimmage, man, at the end of the game, this game could go very, very fast. We're already at 4:21. 4:21 in the second quarter at this point.
Airing it up on Pollard's side, and Pollard's going to come down with it. The pass is complete. Cross the 10-yard line. Big old play after a running into kicker sets up a Hawthorne to Pollard inside the 10-yard line.
Again, that was a big mistake, and Pollard just goes up and makes a play. Hawthorne fades back. He puts it up there and allows his guy to go get it, similar to what we saw on Cumberland Valley side on the touchdown. And Pollard goes up and gets it.
Jones is a single back. Jones up the middle, pushing hard. He'll cross the 10-yard line.
And think about what that allows you to do, having Jones on your roster. Now, you can put Pollard out at receiver, have Jones as your bell cow, and then you can have Pollard to throw to. So you see Coach Blanton really shaking it up and doing and trying to put his kids in the best position to be successful individually and as a unit. So it gives you that availability to do just that.
Well, stay tuned for our Highmark halftime report coming up, our AT&T interview with Jill Navinger. All this at halftime. We'll also have stats, inside the numbers with Archie Smith and myself and Jerome coming right up, so stay tuned. They're running a lot now. East going on that left side on Harfield Ramos' side. The left guard, Joe Ramos, and Cameron Harfield, the left tackle. They're moving on their side. You're seeing East running new, fresh linemen inside and out. They've now got Bulger up on the front side, too. He's now entered into left tackle. Left tackle. They're running that side a lot. Hawthorne looking to throw it up. It'll be incomplete to Pollard. McCoy on the coverage. Actually, not a bad play call right there.
Yeah, not a bad play call. The execution wasn't there, which caused an incompletion and brings up a fourth down. So you'll see what will East do in this situation. Do you go for it on fourth down, or do you try to kick a field goal? And it looks like they may try to see if they can get the kick and get 3 points.
Well, we'll have fourth down, and Mark Calamara will come on to kick for East. Got to be Anthony Kalama. The holder is Aaron Arp. Arps holds down. It's good. It made it. It found every bit of that it could to make it. So East is on the board. 6-3 more after these messages.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Catcher set to return along with Palmer. 6-3 is our game. Hey, halftime, Charlie Fortney, stay tuned. We'll be live with Jill Bollinger and Mark Thompson from AT&T, and Dr. Bixler from OSS Health will comment on youth strength training and how it can impact sports and injuries. Also, we'll have our high mark halftime report. Our stats are inside the game, so stay tuned. Coming right up here at halftime here from Cumberland Valley.
Well, we got an update from Milton Hershey in Middletown. Right now, Middletown is in total control of that game, 21-0. Right now over the Spartans. Had a good 37-yard burst up the gut for Middletown for a 37-yard touchdown, and now Milton Hershey's in trouble in the mid-second, 21-0.
Like to have gotten the opportunities to call a Middletown game live this year. They're really tough. They look like the team to beat in the district. On that return is Brandon Brown, or excuse me, for East is Alex Hetzel. Hetzel come up to get it. And Cumberland Valley have the ball here right before half, looking to put some points on the board. Slow crawl here, 6-3. Both teams defensively stepping up right now. So we give the hats off in the first half so far to the defensive sides and that effort.
And a couple other scores. Bishop McDevitt leads Lower Dauphin 14-7. Central Dauphin is up right now on Redland 7-0. So a couple scores from around the league. Right now we're getting down to crunch time in the last few weeks, so those scores are definitely some from everybody at home that's trying to keep an eye on the lookout for the district setup.
Well, that pass was complete. The catcher, 2nd and 9. It'll pick up 1. Plessinger stays in for his second opportunity, his second drive. 2:32 to play here before half. Week 9 already. Jerome, I don't know where the time goes, the football season.
I know, it feels like it was just yesterday that we started this.
Across the 40, following his blockers. Been knocked out of bounds just shy about the 47-yard line. We've knocked out of bounds and given Cumberland Valley time and an opportunity. Coming up and making the tackle is Brandon Hickerson Brooks.
And again, if Quigley gets going, you know what can happen. And the CD East defense, with the exception of that first drive, they clamped down pretty good. And now, again, Cumberland Valley is not going to abandon what they do. So they're going to keep coming at you, and they're going to dare you to stop them. Stop them.
Plessinger under center. 1st and 10, Cumberland Valley. Give to Quigley. Quigley across the 50. Bouncing outside and push out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Paul will knock him out of bounds. They do real well in the 2-minute drill, too, here at Cumberland Valley.
And I'll tell you what, I love what the block that Matthew Manchin did in that smaller guard, but he comes up, makes a good kick-out block. That hole for Quigley was huge up the middle.
Plessinger, Quigley. Quigley bouncing forward to the 38. Rivers will come up to make the tackle.
And again, we're already down. This tells you about the running game. We're at 2:07 in the first half, almost concluding. So that lets you know, with these offenses committing to the running game, what it does is it takes that clock down because you don't have the incompletions and stoppage of clock from passing the ball. So we're already at 2:07. This is almost the end of the first half already. It feels like the game just started.
Yeah, it's flying by. Let's go down to Archie on the field. Archie, this game, with these 2 running games, the defense has stepped up. Where do you give your hats? You give your hats to the defense right now?
Hey, guys, this is a great, solid game. But you can tell, man, the greatest thing about Cumberland Valley, they staying consistent with what they've been doing. Now you're starting to see these holes starting to be wider, starting to be much gaping, and Quigley is finding his way and picking his time and, you know what I'm saying, he's pushing the level and being able to bounce outside. So the corners from East are going to have to start walking up. So, guys, don't be shocked if you see a good play-action pass coming up here.
Okay, Archie's calling a play-action pass. I still believe Archie will be a great, even though he's a defensive man, played quarterback at Alabama. I think Archie is an offensive coordinator is what I'm beginning to think.
But Quigley already over 100 yards, has 111 yards rushing already.
15 carries for
15 carries, so that means you're feeding him. He could end up with 30 carries at the end of the day if this pace continues.
And why not? Palmer on the reverse to McCoy. That play was wide open. McCoy inside the 30, the 20. Still on his feet, but he fumbles the ball. It's going to be recovered by East. Big old turnover by East. Unbelievable. McCoy makes a beautiful move.
And Archie set that play up that there was going to be something different coming. Archie, what did you see? The hole opened up big time. McCoy had a great opportunity there, but fumbled it.
Well, guys, what you see was a regular off tackle, and what they did was gave a reverse coming back underneath. But there you have the guy, Kane Everson, making the play, as Jerome say that as a DB, we fight to the end, and you can see him fighting to the end and being able to script that ball out, which is a huge play.
Exactly, Archie. Yeah. What a mistake. I mean, you're talking about an amazing running play, well-designed play, same wing T action with the reverse behind it, an opportunity to get in really good yardage, and bam, you fumble the ball and give it right back to CD East.
Well, Mike Jones on the carry. Singh came up to make the tackle for Cumberland Valley. So it'll be 2nd and 9. 1:38 to play. Boy, what a big turnover for East. I mean, you don't want to go down. You don't want to go down 12-3 in the first half to Cumberland Valley with that running game, and stripped by Kane Everson, who started at quarterback, been replaced by Henderson, but coming up, not quitting, playing hard on defense, stripping the ball. East has it. 2nd and 8, 1:19 to play here at half. Quick pitch to Pollard. Pollard trying to bounce outside. He'll be pushed out of bounds. And he picked up about 4.
So, again, these running games, you got Hawthorne under center. He's not throwing that much. He's still committed to the running game, and Blanton is just saying, hey, we're going to run the ball too. That's what we do. So, both of these teams staying committed to what they do, and that is running the ball.
It'll be 3rd and 6. So this is a big 3rd down play right here. But if you're East, you want to be careful. You don't want to turn that ball over down here.
You definitely don't want to turn it over. You want to, get yourself in position to see if you can get a first down, and if you don't, and again, playing it safe. You just
Betterhoff coming up to make the tackle, and that's not nowhere. Lost for Pollard, so he'll have to punt.
Well, sometimes when you're playing in games, and Archie probably knows this too, when you're playing games against a team that is run heavy, either way, you start to try to anticipate the running play because it's happening so much, but you have to be weary of the play action behind it, and they try to get behind you in the passing game. We know that Cumberland Valley is not a team that loves to throw the ball, but they will set the passing game up by running it, and then they'll throw behind you. Quigley is a big-time receiver. Even though he doesn't have big-time yardage, we know he's a big-time target. He is the product of the offense that they run. But when they need to pass, they're going to him. So you can't get lowered to sleep as a DB when they can go over top of him.
Well, it'll be 4th and 9, 1:07 to play here, 2nd quarter action. Stay tuned for our Highmark halftime report. Charlie Forting also an AT&T interview with Jill Nevinger. Dr. Bixler from OSS Health will comment on youth strength training and how it can improve sports and injuries. Coming right up here at half. Pollard set to punt. Catcher back to receive. High snap. Pollard almost gets that thing blocked. It's going to take a bounce across the 40-yard line, cross the 50. Actually will benefit East a bit. It'll be down at about the 47-yard line. It'll be 4th and 9 and 57 seconds for Cumberland Valley coming onto the field. Still plenty of time. Just a quiet hush here at Cumberland Valley tonight. Just the crowd is on homecoming is set back kind of on their heels a bit. Look at the rushing yards, 166.98. Blessinger will give it to Quigley. Quigley across the 50 was trying to get out of bounds. He'll stay in.
And that's a good tackle by Jones, coming up on the force on that outside and not allowing Quigley to get too much yards. He only gains 2, so a good defensive effort.
It'll be 2nd and 8, 52 seconds to go. Blessinger had a low snap and didn't really get the ball off. Arlington will catch. He knocked out of bounds around the 38-yard line. It'll be short. It'll be third down. Let's call it third down and 2 for Cumberland Valley.
And again, you're just talking about 48 seconds. Neither of these teams are big, explosive play teams as far as passing the ball. So, you know, if you're a DB, you want to jump routes, but you got to come up and make tackles to not allow this to happen.
Quigley across the 40-yard line. Did he get out of bounds? No, they say he stayed in. He was diving for, well, he did get out, so clock will stop. It'll be first down, Cumberland Valley. Take another look at it.
Yeah, I think it only stopped because they had to move the chains for the first down.
That's it, okay, that's why. First down act. He didn't get out of bounds. Plessinger, low snap again. Delivers to Arlington. Boy, right down the field. Hey, here's an effective small gain, passing yardage-wise. It's a nice.
Well, you want to see if you can get into your kicker's range and see if he can put one through the uprights to extend your lead. And I think that's what Cumberland Valley's trying to do. If they can get a touchdown, they'll do it. But if they can get into field goal range, that'll give them an opportunity to see if they can kick and get some more points.
Oh, wide open was was Hetzel. Hetzel will drop it. But every snap's been delivered low, so keep an eye on that.
Right. And I'll tell you what, when you have these shorter quarterbacks, you got to get your hands up if you're these D linemen to see if you can bat that ball down.
3rd and 4, 32 seconds here before half.
Because Plessinger is not a very tall quarterback at 5'10", so.
Same play. This time it's a catch by Hetzel.
I like that. Give it back.
20-yard line. Same exact play. Low snap. You'll see again. Delivered where you want it. It'll be 1st and 10. 26 seconds. They're going to go this side. It's going to bounce around and dangerous pass. Incomplete.
And Wetzel took a shot when he delivered that ball, and that changed the whole trajectory. And that's what you want to do. Defensive line, you want to bear down on that quarterback. I don't remember the number that hit him. We'll see the replay right here. Oh, good jump off the ball by number 15, Brandon Hickerson-Rooks. We've called him before. He comes through the line and just lays Plessinger right out as the quarterback. Plessinger, sorry about that.
2nd and 10, Plessinger. He's stepping up. Delivered. And that's going to be pass interference. It's going to be called on Mike Jones. It's incomplete to Josiah Quigley. And that's a good call. He got there early. So it's going to be marked off.
And let's see if he did get there early. He was there early. I just didn't know if he actually got this will be a better angle.
One more better angle here. Look at this. Yeah, right there.
I don't know. Now that I looked at it from that angle, he was there, but did he actually hit him? I'm not sure.
You're beginning to speak like it. You know what? You're beginning to speak like a defensive back.
Because, these receivers get too much, leeway. Archie knows about that.
One more time,
Archie, man, what do you think?
Guys, I'm down here up front and up close. That was a bad call. At the magnitude of at a game like this, driving before half, you got to let these players play. He actually sticks his play hand in to bat the ball down, and the ball was behind the receiver. So you got to let these kids play, man. That's what the game is all about, letting these kids play. But as a defender, you cannot put the plays in the ref's hand.
I thought he was guys. I thought he was aggressively over the top. Now I'm just saying it. Now I'm talking to two defensive backs. I'm a finesse player. I like to line up as a receiver, and I like to keep you guys off my back, Archie. You know what I mean? You got to play within the rules.
It was a great call either way. But as a defender, man, I'm going to defend the defense.
Me too, and I don't think it was a great call. It'd be a different story if he wrapped around with that other hand, and I didn't see a wrap around either. So.
No, we'll take your guys' thoughts on it. But fans, I just want to let you know we have two defensive backs. 2 out of 3. 2/3 rule. 75% of them are defensive backs. They say tough call on.
Well, ultimately, the officials have the.
Yeah, exactly.
They're the ones that make the call, and it sticks with them.
Plessinger, he pumped. He has to roll right. Looking in the end zone, and it'll be complete. It's a touchdown. Cumberland Valley. Arlington on the reception end. He's very happy. Every reason to be excited.
And Plessinger using his legs to buy time, but keeping his eyes downfield, and is able to deliver a strike to number 5, Arlington. Who, I'll tell you what, he's another athlete that I like on this team that just has that good size, able to get open, using that body to shield the defender behind him, and makes the catch for a touchdown.
Well, that's a touchdown for Christian Arrington. And he's only a junior. He's 6'2". When you think about catcher and him at 6'2", they have 2 receivers
but they don't
that are
throw
6'2".
That much.
They do not
but
throw.
We have 2 touchdown passes.
2 touchdown passes tonight. Now, yes, folks, you are tuning into a Cumberland Valley Eagle game. 2 scores, 2 touchdowns in the air.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, this is a bit different tonight to call this. Look one more time. With his feet, firing, touchdown. That's how you do it right there. Picture perfect. And catcher is going to be the one that signals the touchdown.
Yep. And please, let's understand that Plessinger's a sophomore. He's a young guy, man. Throwing touchdown passes against CDEs.
A lot to be optimistic about in this. Archie, I'm going to go back down to you, Arch. I'm going to put you in as offensive coordinator. You've got 2 receivers at 6'2", sir.
Guys, I got 2 receivers at 6'2". I got a rumbling fullback, and the play that I called and said earlier was what? The play action, and it was right on cue, guys.
Well, they're going to go for 2 here. Plessinger rolling right. There's flags. He's going to throw up to Casher. It's all you got to do. Caught for the 2-point conversion, but there are flags down. I don't know if there's holding.
No, I think there were two players in motion.
Okay.
At the same time for Cumberland Valley, and that's a no-no. So illegal procedure will be called. But look at it. You'll see
2 guys are moving. Wait, which one's going to do it? Catcher looks at Arlington.
And they knew it was.
Is that my call or your call? But look at this here, just to show you what you can do when you have. And you saw Kane Everson holding on to the shirt of Casher.
Yeah.
Throw it up, he goes and gets it. Throw it up, he catches it.
Well, it gives them another opportunity here. The penalty just backs them up 5, so they get another opportunity, and we know what Casher can do. You just throw it up to him. He's open with that catch radius that he has. He's open even when he doesn't look like it.
This 2-point conversion will be incomplete, so it'll stay 12-3, 11 seconds. More after these. One more time here, look at it, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Everson comes up and does his thing.
Stay low, drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in Advanced Hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Since my son has started Advanced Hoops, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
It's better at Brenner.
The Brenner family of dealerships gives you better pricing, better customer service, better selection, and a better service department for the life of your vehicle. We'll show you how at Brenner Chrysler Jeep, Brenner Nissan, and Brenner Pre-Owned. The Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, and on Paxton Street, Harrisburg. 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com.
It's better at Brenner.
Serving Central PA for over 95 years.
Advanced Hoops Fall AAU Tryouts, Saturday, October 29, 2016. Register today at www.advancedhoops.com or call 717-657-2620. That's Advanced Hoops Fall Tryouts. Our next broadcast, Bishop McDevitt on the road to take on Central Dauphin East. Week 10, our last one of the season. Full schedule at hsslivetv.com. Fumbling kick by Casher will be recovered quickly by Baron McKinney. And East will have the ball with 9 seconds to go. Last drive was 8 plays, 52 yards, capped off by Christian Arrington. Touchdown from Plessinger. Plessinger staying in. He's had the last couple possessions and done a good job guiding the team.
Definitely, and again, right now with only 9 seconds to play, there's not too much you want to do here. You just want to get in the locker room. I don't think they'll try to go for a Hail Mary or anything like that can cause a possible turnover. So they could go for it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just take a knee. But again, CD East is not out of this being down 12-3, the way your team has been playing, especially defensively, hasn't been too bad. The offense definitely has to do more.
Hawthorne will take the knee. It'll going to be the last play of the half. Cumberland Valley Eagles 12, Central Dauphin East Panthers. We'll be back with the AT&T interview with Charlie Fortney and Jill Navinger and our Highmark halftime report after these messages.
No regrets. If only she parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
For all those pokers, prodders, shuckers, and sniffers. All Giant Produce is triple checked. Farm, crate, and store. We're focusing on fresh, so you don't have to guess. My Giant. Save big on all of your game day favorites. Only at Giant, a proud sponsor of High School Sports Live.
We are ready to help drive out breast cancer at Hoffman Ford. We have partnered with the Pennsylvania Breast Cancer Coalition. Through the month of October, we will be donating $25 with every vehicle we sell. Not only will you find great incentives,
low interest rates, and some amazing deals,
you will also be helping a great cause.
Help us, help them.
Find a cure. Stop by and check out our huge inventory.
Well, welcome back. Cumberland Valley 12, Central Dauphin East 3. Let's go now live to our AT&T interview with Jill Namiger, Charlie Fortney, pregame.
Guys, I'm here live with Jill Lovinger and Mark Thompson from the AT&T store in West Manchester Township. They're here at the Cumberland Valley CD East game to talk about It Can Wait with the students that are coming in and out of the game from Cumberland Valley and Central Dauphin East. This is a campaign that's close to AT&T's heart. It's making a lot of noise in the community. I'm going to let Jill talk a little bit about that campaign.
AT&T wants everyone of all ages to keep their eyes off of their phone and keep it on the road. You can learn more at itcanwait.com. You can check it out on your phone right now. You can pick up your phone, itcanwait.com, and you can pledge to make sure that you're going to keep you and your family safe on the road and everyone else around you.
And in the stadium, you guys are giving out some nice items to students that sign the pledge. Talk about that, and I think you have some kids here to help you out.
People to show us. We got T-shirts. It Can Wait T-shirts over here. VR goggles. Those you can put your phone on there. You can do 3D with your phone. And It Can Wait wipes for your computers, for your tablets, and for your phones. We got great stuff to give away. Come and see us and make the pledge, and you can get some really cool stuff today.
That's great. And if you go to one of the AT&T stores right now, you know, I got Mark Thompson here. Mark, I want you to talk a little bit about one of the promotions that is happening in your AT&T stores locally and what AT&T has going on for the community.
Currently what we have going on is a lot with DirecTV. Anyone who comes in and has DirecTV or signs up for DirecTV actually has the opportunity to get a free iPhone 7. There's many channels, HD channels that come along with it. As far as with the community, we're doing a lot in the community. We're getting our name out there. We have a lot of special promotions going on, so come on in, so check them out.
All right. Thank you, Mark. And Jill, the It Can Wait program is the main thing we're focusing on here tonight overall. And I think there's a proper way to go out tonight. Guys, take it away.
It can wait. It can wait. It can wait. It can wait.
Okay. All right. These guys are sending a strong message. We got Jill and Mark here. Guys, AT&T's sending a strong message throughout the area, and they have students helping them do it. Back to you guys.
Wales 12-3 here, Cumberland Valley, Central Dauphin East. More to come on our Highmark halftime report after these messages.
Living proof of the difference you can make when you're all for health. Highmark Blue Shield.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I teach 10th grade English.
And I'm Melissa when she was in 10th grade at Connections Academy.
That was the year my teachers changed the way I looked at literature.
These books are amazing.
At Connections Academy, the great courses and all of the personal attention really made a difference.
Our class discussions opened my eyes.
In fact, my Connections Academy teachers inspired me so much, I became one myself.
Here, you're gonna need these.
Commonwealth Connections Academy, the tuition-free public cyber school.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends. But tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
No regrets. If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance.
Well, welcome back to our Highmark halftime report. Joining us, Archie Smith Jr. and Jerome Presley. Guys, let's look inside some of the stats. Running game-wise, that's what it's been all about here first half. Both defenses was somewhat stingy. 2 touchdowns tonight by Cumberland Valley, both by the air, which is something that we don't normally say. But let's look inside the stat numbers if we can. And when you look at highlights, well, actually, let's go to highlights first. More importantly, take a look at our highlights from the first half. Cumberland Valley sneaking on here really quickly with they throw it up to Charlie Catcher. So Bachman to Catcher, look, he takes it, throws it up, Pollard on the receiving end, and goes, wow, Catcher's a tall dude. Missed point after, that's going to hurt Cumberland Valley, up 6-0. And then a fumble stripped out by Kane Everson, and that was right before half. East gets the ball back, but yet can't do much with it. They were backed up in the 10-yard line. There's that fumble again one more time. And then, right here, Plessinger rolling out, keeping his feet alive, throwing to Christian Errington for another touchdown. And look at it one more time. His feet make this one happen. Goes into the end zone, fires it good for Christian Errington. They're up 12-3. A failed 2-point conversion is going to actually come up short here. Incomplete. Kane Everson had an opportunity to knock that one down. 12-3. That was our Living with a Disability highlights here on our Highmark halftime report. When you go inside the stats, Joshua Quigley, Archie, has carried the ball 17 times for 123 yards. That's been really the difference, pushing that ball to the end. But you said their play action's coming, and that's exactly what happens.
I mean, guys, anytime you have a running threat like this Quigley, I mean, who has been pressing the line of scrimmage. And actually, he's going up through the middle. He's pressing the line of scrimmage and actually starting to bounce on the outside right there. And when you start bouncing on the outside, us as corners seeing a big fullback like that coming to us, we start to think then. We want to go to our D-line to let them know, hey, how's this guy getting through the line of scrimmage and coming our way?
And when you look on the other side, now that you got Mike Brown back, 12 carries, 59 yards, he was starting to get a little bit into a groove there. But although I will say the Cumberland Valley defensive line has been very stingy with Federhoff and the guys.
Yeah, they definitely have been stingy. And I think what you've seen from CD East is they're trying to do their part on the running game, too. You got Jones and Pollard is their 1-2 punch. The problem is they haven't been able to consistently keep the running game going to build off of it. But what they can do is begin to see if they can open up that passing game. They do enough to be able to make that play action effective. They just haven't taken any shots. So now it's time to see if they can pull that together. You got to keep running the ball because that's what you do. But use that play action similar to what Cumberland Valley has done to them.
And you look at that. He's talking about play action on Central Dauphin East. Let's go to you. You're playing Cumberland Valley side. You're up 12-3. You're kicking the ball off. You get it back offensively. What do you call it?
I'm staying with what's been working the whole night, man. These traps, these quick hitters, and now it's starting to get where the game is going to start to get slowed down a little bit for Central Dauphin East's defense. But for Cumberland Valley's offense, it's going to start to pick up, and you're going to see these guys start to grind out. Don't be caught off guard if you start to see the 6 yards, the 7 yards, the 4 to 5 yard hitter quitters coming from Cumberland Valley's offense.
Well, he said it very well. Archie said it very well. They'll wear you down offensively, come at you, quick hitter. You said play action. Hey, there's a lot of game left, 12-3 more with our Highmark halftime report after these messages. But actually, we'll stay right in. Let's look at stats and go into stats and look in a closer look here. Total yards, 127. Look on this other side, Cumberland Valley, 227. They'll sneak up on you, won't they, gentlemen?
Yep.
And you look here, penalty-wise, East is playing a pretty good game. 1 penalty for 8 yards, but 4 for 20. Only 1 major turnover, and that was when Cumberland Valley was driving inside the green. First downs, though, big difference. Double digits here, 11 first downs for Cumberland Valley. And passing yards, that shouldn't surprise you guys. 48 on one side, 29 on the other side.
Well, as you also can see, at every game that we've been covering, it's been one major stat, and that major stat has been on third down. You can see CD East is 0 for 6 on third down. Remember the game last week from Redland and Cedar Cliff, they were 0 for 11 for third down. And when you're not converting on third down, man, you're constantly putting your defense back on the field. And we're going against a running offense. I mean, these guys are going to not stop running. So the defense is steady on the field, guys. So what I'm telling my offense at half right now is, hey, let's go out and let's sustain a great drive. And matter of fact, hey, I'm telling my offensive coordinator, let's start to pass the ball a little bit. Let's go on this other side. We have a 6'5" receiver over there. Let's try to create some matchups. Let's put Pollard on the other side, and let's go after these other cornerbacks around here.
Well, stay tuned. Coming right back up here on our Highmark halftime report, we'll have from the Carlisle Sentinel, Jake Adams will join us. More after these messages.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
For all those pokers, prodders, shuckers, and sniffers, All Giant Produce is triple checked. Farm, crate, and store. We're focusing on fresh, so you don't have to guess. My Giant. Save big on all of your game day favorites, only at Giant. a proud sponsor of High School Sports Live.
Did you know all electronics must be recycled? It's the law. But more importantly, it's the right thing to do.
At the Recycling Center, Dauphin County residents can recycle older broken TVs, computers, cell phones, laptops, major appliances, even paper.
The Recycling Center is conveniently located on Cameron Street in Harrisburg. It makes recycling fast, safe, and simple.
Stop by the Dauphin County Recycling Center today and help us recycle the right way.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was working.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
The Brenner family of dealerships gives you better pricing, better customer service, better selection, and a better service department for the life of your vehicle. We'll show you how at Brenner Chrysler Jeep, Brenner Nissan, and Brenner Pre-Owned. The Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, and on Paxton Street, Harrisburg. 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 95 years.
Welcome back to our Highmark Halftime Report here at Harry Chapman Field. I'm with Carlisle Sentinel man Jake Adams. Jake, first of all, Cumberland Valley coming in this game, and we talked about it. That was a big upset last week. I mean, when we heard about it, when it came across, we were doing the Cedar Cliff game. We weren't sure really if we were reading or hearing what we should be hearing. But in fact, 15-10, they lose that game. Kind of a big surprise. You were probably expecting a bounce back, and you're seeing a more motivated team tonight in Cumberland Valley.
Yeah, knowing Whitehead, the little bit that he allows you to get to know him, there was no way they were going to play that flat again. I think it also helps getting Quigley back. It's not like he's the hoorah kind of guy out there. Charlie Catcher's much more of an animated guy, at least out in public, but he clearly provides a little extra something on defense that they lacked, I guess, last week, and that they lack on offense. He's just that consistent up-the-middle kind of guy. Jake Palmer's a great ball carrier and will make explosive plays, but for some reason Quigley's just that rock that they need.
Well, and you look on the other side, East come in with a pretty good game plan. Defensively, they did a pretty good job early first half. Now, uncharacteristic, they've given up 2 TDs by passing this year. And that's not something we've called very often. That's not something we've ever really talked about. 2 first-half touchdowns, Cumberland Valley, both in the air. Erickton 1, and you've got Charlie Catcher with 1.
And suddenly we're looking at an aerial attack with this team almost.
That's right. That's right. When you look at the second half going inside, if you're East, what do you think is going to be the benefit for them to get back in the game?
I think the one thing they got to take away is that after that first drive, they took CV's punch. And a lot of teams just really fall back against the ropes, and that's it for them. East really fought back, and they just couldn't finish drives, and that's what they've got to do. They would get, Mike Jones for 16 yards and then for another 15 and then stall. And you can't do that against this team. You've got to finish drives. If you're going to put anything together against CV, you have to finish because they are only going to give you so many opportunities every single game.
Well, let's go down inside the playoffs now. We're in Week 9, Week 10. Teams are beginning to start looking like they're going to wrap up some of their divisions here. State College is really tough to beat. Central Dauphin with 1 loss. It looks like State College should go on as we look to win that division. But playoff-wise, we know anything can happen. Who do you like?
Well, the good thing for CV and CD is they don't have to face State College in the playoffs, at least for a little while. But it's going to be those two again. I don't see anyone in 6A that is going to match up. East is going to give whoever they face a fight, that's for sure. I'm guessing in the semis. But no matter what, we're going to have a rematch of 2015. I don't know if it goes 7 overtimes again. But it's going to be another good one. And I think with Micah Parsons gone and just some of the the edge from these past few games that these teams have played against each other, it's going to be good. I want to say right now the Rams might have the edge, but CV's got a couple weeks to bounce back from this LD loss starting tonight.
And can I ask you that, just from, you had mentioned it, I'm calling it the elephant in the room. I mean, it's kind of uncharacteristic to see, and this is not the first time. There's been 3 different teams with major transfers in. I know it's allowed. I mean, what do you hear from the paper end of things, from people? What is going on with these transfers being allowed, those types of things? Is this something that is, really something that's just uncharacteristic? PIAA needs to step in. Is it okay to do it? What do you hear in the paper end of things?
I'll be honest. I take a contrarian view from what a lot of people I think around here might think, and that's I'm mostly okay with it.
Okay.
I went to college in Philly where this was a lot more common, especially in the basketball scene, to see guys transfer multiple times.
In the middle of the season.
Even in the middle of the season. It was more often, out of season, but you'd see guys move all the time. It's for me, it's about, are the kids going into the right fit? Are they doing it, even if it might be somewhat athletically motivated? And I can't speak for any of them because I haven't talked to any of them about it, and I don't know their situations. But even if it's slightly about athletics, they need to be comfortable. You got to be in an environment that you want to be in, whether it's in the classroom or on the field. And I don't think this is going to be an every year kind of thing. I think this is once in a while.
Right.
And I know that there's a lot of people that are upset about it, but it's up to District 3 and PIAA to look at this and make the judgment. And at the end of the day, I think it's really kind of tough for anyone to really pin blame on these kids. Right. Because they're just trying to do, hopefully they don't have someone wrong in their ear making decisions for them, but hopefully they're making decisions that are best for themselves.
Well, spoken like a true champ. Jake Adams from Carlisle Sentinel. It's halftime here at Cumberland Valley. We'll have more after these messages.
For all those pokers, prodders, shuckers, and sniffers, All Giant Produce is triple checked. Farm, crate, and store. We're focusing on fresh, so you don't have to guess. My Giant. Save big on all of your game day favorites. Only at Giant, a proud sponsor of High School Sports Live.
The front is mostly masonry.
Then the masonry will meet the window frame. I think this project's really coming together.
Living Well with a Disability is a free source for anyone with any type of disability. We provide countless resources and endless opportunities to live your best.
I really am living well.
Call 1-877-2-LIVE-WELL to discover resources available for you.
Every day, we pride ourselves in what we do. Hard work is put into every pre-owned vehicle we put on the road. We make sure they are all safe and reliable for your peace of mind. Your real value comes from the Hoffman name and the people that stand behind it. So if you're in the market for a pre-owned vehicle, just call me, Ryan.
Stay low, drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in Advanced Hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Since my son has started Advanced Hoops, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Did you know all electronics must be recycled? It's the law. But more importantly, it's the right thing to do.
At the Recycling Center, Dauphin County residents can recycle older broken TVs, computers, cell phones, laptops, major appliances, even paper.
The Recycling Center is conveniently located on Cameron Street in Harrisburg. It makes recycling fast, safe, and simple.
Stop by the Dauphin County Recycling Center today and help us recycle the right way.
Karen Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm proud to help save lives.
And I'm Brandon when he was in 8th grade.
With Dad's job, we moved around a lot.
So I went to school online at Connections Academy.
Virtual education was more flexible and it really motivated me to learn.
I got way organized.
That paid off junior year when I started going to high school here in town, and it's paying off now.
Whoa, you look cool in that uniform.
I know, right? We look cool.
Commonwealth Connections Academy, the tuition-free public cyber school.
Stay low, drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in advanced hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Since my son has started advanced hoops, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'm never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad.
I hope it was working. I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Welcome back. Great shot of the Cumberland Valley Eagle. He's probably very excited. I don't know what his name is as an actual Eagle, Sparky, or what we call the Eagle, but the Eagle is pretty excited here. It's homecoming at Harry Chapman Field in Cumberland Valley, up 12-3. Pretty effective first half, 200 and some yards on the ground. Josiah Quigley's been the man as far as pushing the issue, but 2 touchdowns by air, a field goal by Central Dauphin East, and we've got a 12-3 game, and we're expecting a good matchup. East will get the ball. Pollard will be back to receive on catcher's kick. They'll start the second half. It's underway. Straight up. Pitts will take the ball and cross over the 36-yard line, and East will have the ball. Coming right out here first half, let's go Jerome Presley, offensive coordinator for the Panthers right now. Make-believe here in the booth, but I like doing that.
Well, I think the first thing is, again, try to establish a run, but you got to take some shots downfield, too. See if you can test these cornerbacks and go from there. You know, you got a good safety and catcher patrolling in the back end, but you got to get these quarterbacks on the edge and these receivers on the edge and see if they can test these corners.
Well, they're going back with Kane Everson here to start the second half. Hawthorne got most of the action in the first half at quarterback. Kane Everson in, who come up with a big strip in the first half defensively. When Cumberland Valley was driving, forced to fumble, got the ball back. Everson give to Mike Jones. Mike Jones pushing forth, going hard up front.
So, again, we talked about it. Can this offense be consistent? They have had some good plays here and there, and then, again, the offense stalls, and they start off with a penalty to start this drive. So
that'll be a false start against Cumberland Valley. That'll go against their offense moving back. There's Coach Mike Whitehead looking on.
And, again, from a pistol formation, give to Mike Jones. He gets north-south. I like Mike Jones as a runner because he gets north-south, and that's what you want, that production. And I don't have a problem so much with the 1-2 punch. The problem that I have right now is this offensive line constantly and consistently making room for these running backs to run the ball, and that's what you're not seeing, that consistency from them.
You look when the ball snapped, you see a lot of standing straight up, Drew.
Exactly.
And that's one of the things you're not quite firing off the line. So I'm sure they'll go back and game film and look at that. That was Brandon Hickerson Rooks on the carry. You'll see Rooks, who is used to getting carries occasionally. Hawthorne coming up and make the tackle with help defensively there by Sunday. Michael Sunday coming up also making the tackle. 2nd and 10, 11:15 to play. Everson firing, the ball be tipped almost incomplete. His intended receiver was Corey Gray. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 for East.
I do like that shot. You got to start seeing if you can open up this Cumberland Valley defense by mixing it up. Both of these teams definitely want to do that, but right now, this East team, again, keeps getting bogged down and draws these drives getting stalled. So they have to be able to mix it up. They have to be able to put it up in the air and see if they can open up the running game through the passing game.
Hawthorne bringing the pressure. Everson had the high snap, almost falling down, staying on his feet, trying to make something happen. Going to Hickerson Rooks. That will be, it's going to be incomplete. I don't know. It looked like maybe Hickerson Rooks caught that ball over on the sideline. We'd have to take a look at it here again. And Vicar Crew right on it. Now, will that knee go down? No, his hand was there. Good heads-up play as he's driving. Fires it in here. And I thought he caught the ball.
He may have caught it out of bounds.
He might have been out of bounds. We didn't get the angle. Pollard's going to set on the punt. Catcher back to receive. Cumberland Valley second half hold already. Scored right before half. Getting the ball back. Catcher's going to have an opportunity. Across the 40. The 50 breaking tackles. There will be a flag down. We'll see what that is.
And again, if you're East, you get the ball back with an opportunity to do something with it. And again, you can't get any production. You're 3 and out. Archie talked about it at half. How often CD East is not converting third downs. I mean, and if you can't convert third downs, you can't keep drives alive, and you can't keep CV's defense on the field and that offense off the field, and it hurts you in the yardage area. Right now, they're not having consistent play, so they don't have a lot of yards in the game. So, again, third down is coming back again to bite CD East.
Well, it'll be 1st and 10 after the penalty. Ball will be on the 27-yard line for Cumberland Valley.
And again, don't be surprised if we see another dose of Quigley doing his thing.
Hussinger to Catcher. Catcher across the 30. Shy of the 40. And those are the little things he can do for you. Big offensive target, big athlete. I'm really anxious to see in this next end of this playoff season into the next year where Charlie Catcher will end up committing to play. I mean, I think it's going to be exciting with him and a couple of really good juniors in Micah Parson and Charlie Catcher, too, probably the best players in Mid-State in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, especially for that year. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens again and where he projects. I think is going to be the thing, because I think you'll have some recruits that'll look at him for defense. Some will look at him for offense. Some will want to bring him in as an athlete and see where it goes from there when he gets there. So his size and his athletic ability, he's been doing this for many years. So this kid is definitely one that I think will have an opportunity to play at the next level.
Quigley will push across the middle, across the 40, just shy of the 45. It'll be second and maybe 4 to go for Cumberland Valley.
And I think what we're seeing on the defensive side for CD East is similar to what we saw on the offensive side for their lines. They're going straight up as opposed to getting and digging in. And that's the one problem as to why they're getting pushed off the ball on both sides of the line.
Quigley left side, pushing hard. Pollard in game. Mike Brown on the tackle. Boger on the tackle. Just about all of the East Panthers on the tackle is the best way I would say it.
How you want to corral Quigley. And again, you saw some surge from that defense coming up, defensive line coming up and making a play. Look at the surge. Look at the black hats and where they're getting. They're getting upfield, and as the line gets upfield a little bit, you see the linebackers and safeties fill those gaps, and they're able to stop Quigley and not allow him to get anywhere, any running room anywhere.
3rd down and 1. Cumberland Valley, 9-12 to play. Big 3rd down. Give to Quigley. Quigley pushing forward. He'll move the chains. 1st down, Cumberland Valley. Quigley just being the absolute workhorse tonight.
And again, you talked about last week when Quigley wasn't in the game, and that affected. Some people look at that and say, well, how can one player affect the game that much? Well, he's your starting linebacker on defense. He's your starting fullback on offense, and we're seeing what he does here, and he's your emotional leader as well. So not having that against Lower Dauphin was huge, and it allowed Lower Dauphin, again, as we believe he is playing better football as well, to do what they needed to do as well.
Charlie Catcher across the 40. He's hard to bring down. Boger will wrestle him down. I mean, that's what Catcher can do. And then when he gets the ball, it's yards after.
Yep. It's after and they're making a conscious effort to get number 2 the ball. Catcher, get him the ball any way they can. You see the quick hitches. You see the end zone. You see, giving him some post patterns. Even though they're not a passing team, they know that getting him the ball is best for that offense.
The 8:38 1st down and 10. Cumberland Valley crossed the ball spotted just shy of the 5-yard line, excuse me. Well, the nose will be on the 35. It'll be 1st and 10, 8:34. Plessinger getting quarterback duties, most of them now. Plessinger. That'll be knocked down, and will it almost be intercepted? He got knocked down at the line.
That's exactly what you do, Todd, is you get your hands in the air when you have a small quarterback like this. Plessinger's not tall, as 5'10". You have to get your hands up to see if you can block that ball down and give you a chance. A tip ball, it's anybody's ball, and you can get a pick that just almost happened just now.
2nd and 10 for Cumberland Valley, 8:22 to play. Oh, my, that'd be a face mask. Hickerson Brooks got in there, broke through, and then drug Plessinger's bet. But you'll see his hand on that face mask. That's going to go against Hickerson Brooks and the East Panthers. Look at it again, busts through the hole, and right there he grabs a hold of the face mask and pulls Plessinger down. That's going to get it. That's going to draw the flags.
And Hickerson Brooks gets so much penetration on that play, only for it to get negated by a face mask penalty. Brilliant play on one end, mistake on the other, ends up with a 15-yard penalty against you.
That'll be 1st and 10 for East. Or excuse me, Cumberland Valley. Plessinger gives to Quigley. Quigley, right side. He'll pick up 1, call it 2. Wrestled down by Hickerson Brooks and Boger. Take one more look at it here again.
And we have Tyler Boger in the middle of that defense. His father coaches at Milton Hershey, is the head coach there, and they're having a tough time right now at Middletown, and losing that game at the moment. So last update, it was pretty out of hand at that point. But I know Milton Hershey's a fighting team over there, so they're going to keep fighting to come back. We'll have a score for you a little later.
Dickerson Rooks drags Palmer down. Palmer with a big carry. Penalties, look at this, 5 for 30, 3 for 28, so a total of 8 total penalties here have been thrown. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for Cumberland Valley. Palmer one more time running really hard, and this is a great thing about these backs. They're small but physically strong, and they keep their feet moving very fundamentally. If you're watching at home and wanting to be a running back in the future, these are some great guys to watch. Quigley, the fullback, up the middle. Quigley bouncing outside, staying on his feet, and crossing the 5-yard line. Man, oh man, Josiah Quigley doing what he needs to do. Take another look at it here. Physically, waits for the hold open. Squeezes through. A spin move right there is the one that picked up a couple more yards.
And Todd, this is just textbook smash mouth football that you're seeing right now from this Cumberland Valley team.
Quigley pushing hard over the 5. And he spotted around the 4-yard line. 2nd down for Cumberland Valley. Quigley here, look, just pushing his lead back forward, finding the hole, putting the head down, squaring shoulders. And I think the big important point is they stay square.
It definitely stay square, and that's both backs are doing the same thing.
2nd and 4. Plessinger given to Quigley. Quigley left side. Rivers will bring him down for the backside. Third and goal.
Well, it looks like some couple scores from around the league or around the area. Milton Hershey is down to Middletown 42-7. So that tells you what that score is looking like. McDevitt ahead of LD in the second half, 28-7. So there we have that game going on, and we'll try to bring you more updates as they come in right now, so that those at home will have an idea what's happening around the league and around the area.
Palmer finding right side, and that's going to be a Cumberland Valley Eagle touchdown. Palmer running hard, finishing off what Josiah Quigley started. Cumberland Valley on the board again. One more time, busting through, head down, over the goal line. That's how you do it. Bachman set to kick. Plessinger will have the hold. Snaps down, kicks up, it's good. Cumberland Valley on the board again. There'll be more football action after these messages.
The front is mostly masonry.
And then the masonry will meet the window frame. I think this project's really coming together.
Living Well with a Disability is a free source for anyone with any type of disability. We provide countless resources and endless opportunities to live your best.
I really am living well.
Call 1-877-2-LIVE-WELL to discover resources available for you.
Stay low, drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in advanced hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Since my son has started advanced hoops, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Well, it's time to go into our giant food section coming up. Cumberland Valley 19, East Panthers 3. And they've kind of opened this game up here since the very end of the second quarter when they put a score on the board. 2 first-half touchdown passes by Plessinger, and now a run by Palmer. And that's kind of how you do it. Just wind it down and push hard.
It's just the running game, being able to control the line of scrimmage with that offense. And again, we see that CD East defensive line go straight up in the air against the Cumberland Valley offensive line.
Well, Taquan Pitts came up to take that return, found a little bit of room, and it's going to give good field position for East. This game's not over by any means.
And let's see, can CD East sustain a drive here and get points on the board? Right now, they haven't been able to do much of anything offensively, with the exception of a few decent opportunities in the first half. So let's see if they can get themselves ready to go.
5:28 to play. Kane Everson in at quarterback now, starting the second half duties, replacing Hawthorne. Hawthorne replaced him early on in the first half. Everson looking downfield, firing it up. His pass is complete to Terrence Danner. And Archie, you wondered when they might go to Terrence Danner. Let's go down to you on the field. Check back with Archie here in a moment. Danner, what a big target. We wondered, Jerome, we talked about he's 6'5", 200 pounds. We wondered when East might take a shot at going down the field again.
And the reason why Archie talked about it, because in many cases he's being defended by Metzel, Alexander Metzel, who's 5'7", 150 pounds. So you have 5'7" going against 6'5". So in that situation, you would think you could throw it up to Tanner, and Tanner can get the ball at any time. So, now for them to eventually go to him now in the third quarter, that's something that could have been exploited earlier in the game, and that's what Archie was talking about.
Mike Jones on the carry, and tackled by Whitmer. Second and 8 for Everson. Everson looking to pass, going to roll left side. Trying to make something happen, being chased down, and it'll be incomplete. He went to Mike Jones, intended receiver.
And that was almost a pretty decent play. Now, the one thing that CD East has to do, if you're Everson, you have to be careful. Now, remember, Everson is still only a sophomore, so he's a young quarterback. But when you have that matchup on the other side, you have to make sure that you're keeping an eye on where Charlie Catcher is. Because if he can come over in a double team, you know he can go get it. So you have to do something to get him off that base at safety where he is, so that he's looking the other way. You got to pump fake him off, then go to the other side.
Everson on 3rd and 8. Firing downfield. It's going to be high. Higgerson works, is incomplete, and they're going to call a flag.
And we'll get a chance to see how this one turned out and see if this was actually a penalty that we both agreed, me and Archie, where you sided with the officials. We didn't. We'll see if this is the same thing.
We'll take another look at it. See right here. I'm not sure that one. I didn't see anybody hit.
I didn't see anything there. Yeah, hey, that was a payback from the last. Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. I don't know.
I don't know
what
we would have seen.
I don't know.
That's going to go against Hickerson Rooks.
We even got you turned on that one.
That's going to go. I don't know who it was on. Looked like they may have called it against Zachary Snow. I'm not sure. Or Michael Sunday. I don't know who came in there. Gives Jones, wide open hole. Touchdown, East Panthers. Mike Jones is going to score for the first time in a Panther uniform. That'll make the East Panther crowd and faithful happy. Touchdown, Panthers.
And we got a good look at what that offensive line was able to do. We kind of got on them a little bit early, but here they held their blocks, opened up a very good running lane for Mike Jones. He gets north-south. You see the blocking. Guys are just sticking on guys like Teflon up front. And there you go, touchdown for East.
We're going to go for 2. A fake off. Heverson's going to try to get on his feet. He's going to be short. That's going to be a big stop for Cumberland Valley on the 2-point conversion. McCoy coming up to make the tackle. More after these messages. Take another look at the hit.
Living proof of the difference you can make when you're all for health. Highmark Blue Shield.
No regrets. If only she parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened, at rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today, because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance.
Well, the Panthers got back on the board with a Mike Jones touchdown. That's his first in the Panther uniform. 19-9. 4 to play here. Almara will be kicking off to Kasher. Back to receive. So look at the third down conversions. East is 1 for 8. Whereas Cumberland Valley 7 for 9, that makes a difference in the scoreboard.
It definitely makes a difference. But again, East was able to get some productivity on that last drive, capped by that touchdown by Mike Jones. So they're not out of this. 4:13 left in the third, down 10 points. They're in this game.
Almost kick. It was going to be almost picked up by McCoy, but it's going to be picked up by Catcher. Catcher's running hard, crossing the 40-yard line. He had a head of steam. He'll be wrestled down. It's now time. Let's look inside our giant student section with Archie Smith acting crazy with his students, having fun. Archie.
Yes, I'm down here with Miss Taylor Gibson, the Cumberland Valley Central Dauphin, Cumberland Valley 2016 homecoming queen. Let's get it up, ladies.
That's our giant. Josiah Quigley on the left side. Very much enthusiasm on that giant food section. Congratulations to the homecoming queen winner here there with Archie on the left side. That's our giant food student section. That last drive was 4 plays, 52 yards for East, and a score by Mike Jones.
Now, the big thing, Todd, is can this defense do enough to get the ball back and start to see if they can shut down this offense from Cumberland Valley?
Quigley, Plessling almost fumbled the ball. Plessinger almost fumbled it, but bobbled it, got it back. Maybe second down. 7 for Cumberland Valley. Just like, oh man, it was hit. He was lucky to keep on to that. Look what the field position that East would have had if they recovered that ball.
That could have been a game turner right there. But again, Plessinger's able to secure the ball and give this Cumberland Valley offense more opportunities on 3rd and 8.
Catcher's going to take it himself. Catcher's running across the 50-yard line, across the 40-yard line. That's a great play call.
Very good play call. You can tell it did not seem like this Central Dauphin East offense saw this coming. And you see Catcher in the Wildcat setup, and he just gets upfield north-south, and he's just, running, jumping over people, just getting the first down.
Dickerson Rooks come up to make the tackle. 1st and 10. Blessinger given. Cy Quigley up front. Pollard missed him. Mike Jones come up to end up pulling him down to make the tackle.
And you talked about it. That's been the story of the game. Pollard missed them. We've had a lot of missed tackles, and a lot of the gains for Cumberland Valley has been after first contact. These ball carriers are not going down off of the first hit, so that's been a problem.
2nd 11, or 2nd 6, 2:09 to play. Give to Quigley. Quigley, not much room there.
And that's where you have to stack up any ball carrier for CV, getting multiple hats on the ball. Again, can CD East do this consistent? They make a brilliant play here. Very good defensive effort, very good defensive charge, but then you'll come back and you'll give up a 20, 30-yard run on the other end.
Right, and that's what's killing them tonight. 3rd and 4 for Cumberland Valley Eagles. Kasher again.
And there you see Brandon Hickerson Rooks again comes up and shuts that door on Catcher this time. So you saw it once. They try it again. This time you can get up there and make a play. And that's what you saw from this East defense. They come up and make a play.
Will be 4th and 3 for the Eagles.
Third quarter winding down here. Catcher direct snap. A lot of people on the left side. Catcher running hard over the left side, picking up the first down. Boy, oh boy, that's how you do it.
He's running hard. You have that right. He's running hard. Got Quigley out leading him. Good blocking on the edge by number 6. Plessinger from his quarterback position. He's out there throwing blocks, and you're letting catcher get upfield. I tell you what, superior athlete. This kid is special.
You know, you wonder why maybe this wasn't him pulled out of the playbook earlier, maybe earlier in the season. Catcher is very effective in the Wildcat. Plessinger under center. Quigley.
And again, you see this defense. They'll stop, and then give up a big play. Stop, give up a big play.
Yeah.
So again, that consistency is not there. But third quarter goes by very fast, mainly because Cumberland Valley ran the ball a lot. CD East gets an opportunity to get a score on the board, but the game is still close. 19-9.
Well, Jerome, you know what time it is. We're going to go down the field. It's now time for our Brenner Family Dealership 35-yard field goal challenge. Tonight we have a kicker, Rachel Dorwart. She's going to kick the Brenner Family Dealership kick. She's in North Carolina commitment in soccer. So if there's ever an opportunity for someone to make it, it might be right here. 35 yards. Rachel Dorwart, she's going to have an opportunity. Now she's in her sneakers. We'll see what she's going to win a big screen TV, high-def TV, if she can kick it.
Yeah, she's definitely a good athlete. This Cumberland Valley soccer program has been one of the best programs in the state, for so long. I mean, and they've just been doing their thing, and she's another one of those great players coming through the program.
Charlie Fortney Jr. is on the hold. You think Charlie's got the hold for her. There's the kick. It's up. The kick is going to be wide right. She had plenty enough foot. It's a little bit wide. She did all she could with their sneaker, but she'll go a little bit wide. But, you know, she had plenty of foot, probably the most foot we've seen all year.
Oh, that was the most foot we've seen for the past 3 years. So I think that was, good opportunity. You see a soccer player come up, that's has an opportunity to go Division I. So you know that she can kick the ball. You see her there with her girlfriends and her soccer teammates that are there to help her out.
Let's go down to Archie Smith. Archie, let's get an interview with Miss Dorwart, Rachel Dorwart here. Archie, Rachel had all the foot she needed tonight in that sneaker. You think if she had her spike on, she might make that?
Yes, you could check her form. Hey, you had good form. Hey, what did you think about that kick?
I don't really know. I just wanted to go up and kick it.
You know what? She's a North Carolina commitment, but talk about how soccer comes into play in her life and how it's made a difference for her.
Hey, man, anytime you're coming out and you're stepping on this field, as you can see, a soccer that across the world is still known as football, but it's just two different balls. And she steps up, and you seen her form rail back, but it went wide right.
All right, right side give to Josiah Quigley. He gained one, maybe going to bring up 4th down and 7.
Again, can the CD East defense hold and get the ball back? This is important. They got to 3rd down multiple times on this drive. What happens? CV's able to come down and do something, putting Quigley in the Wildcat or putting catcher in the Wildcat, and bam, they get a 1st down. So can this East defense hold?
Plessinger under center. 3rd and 7. Fake gives it Quigley, play action, going over the top. Looking down the catcher, little out of reach of catcher. He gave it a college try, but incomplete.
And again, someone got heat on the quarterback again. Plessinger goes down. Let's see who it was. He fades back.
Oh.
Hickus and Rooks, I believe, coming off the right side.
Drilled him. But they're going to bring Bachman on the kick.
Now, this will be a long kick, so the trajectory of this ball will be low to get the distance. So if you're East, you want to get your hands up, see if you can get your hands on this ball.
The 35. Plessinger with the hold. It's down. It's up. And it's going to be left hook. No good by Bachman. Had plenty of foot on it. We'll be right back. More football action after these messages.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Did you know all electronics must be recycled? It's the law. But more importantly, it's the right thing to do.
At the Recycling Center, Dauphin County residents can recycle older broken TVs, computers, cell phones, laptops, major appliances, even paper.
The Recycling Center is conveniently located on Cameron Street in Harrisburg. It makes recycling fast, safe, and simple.
Stop by the Dauphin County Recycling Center today and help us recycle the right way.
Well, welcome back. 11:07 to play fourth quarter. Give to Mike Jones left side. Not much room there.
And again, can this offense build off of that momentum from the last drive and see if they can get points on the board and tighten this game up a little bit? Right now, Cumberland Valley is in reach for CD East, but CD East must be able to put something together offensively and get some points.
Hawthorne's going to fire it up, and it's going to be incomplete to Danner, Terrence Danner. He's a great target to go to, but a little bit high, delivered high, incomplete.
And that's a good defensive effort by Hetzel on the play. I mean, you know, he's given up a lot of size, but he went up and competed, and he was able to get his hands in there and disrupt the play a little bit.
It'll be 3rd down and 9. Hawthorne looking down the field. And there's going to be flags. McCoy came in and pulled Pollard down, and that will definitely go against McCoy and the Cumberland Valley Eagles.
Yeah, definitely. And we have a couple more scores to give to the fans at home. Milton Hershey is down. Middletown 42, Milton Hershey 14 at the end of the 3rd. We have Bishop McDevitt leads Lower Dauphin 35-21, so that game is tightened up a little bit. And then we have Central Dauphin up 28-0 on Redland. So we talked about Micah Parsons leaving Central Dauphin to go to Harrisburg, but this Central Dauphin team is continuing to do well athletically. They have a lot of athletes on that team, and I'll tell you what, they are showing that they are players in District 3. I mean, and like it was communicated, nobody has to worry about State College in the districts because State College is not in District 3.
Exactly.
And for anybody that follows Emutep Charter out of Philadelphia, that is a powerhouse out of the East. They put multiple players in Division I rosters across the nation. They beat Northeast 44-8. So Emutep Charter, I'll tell you what, that is a program over there that rivals any in the state.
Pollard up the middle. Betterhoff and crew bringing down. He'll pick up 1. Much different, determined Cumberland Valley team tonight. Cumberland Valley's going to take a timeout here, Drum. They're going to want to talk about it. I thought Cumberland Valley signaled for the timeout.
And again, you talked about it, Todd, at the halftime show, the difference between last week and this week. And you know, we definitely don't want to take away anything from Lower Dauphin in that win. But again, Cumberland Valley was a little shorthanded with a big player out, which made things a little bit different for them. Who knows what would happen if he was in the game, but not having him Quigley in the game last week, but having him this week, you see the difference this week in this team. They're playing with fire.
Direct snap taking Hawthorne on the keeper, right side. He'll pick up the first down. That'll move the chains for East.
And Hawthorne just getting upfield, getting north-south to get the first down. And this drive is actually a good one starting out for CD East. Let's see what they can do with it.
There'll be 8:50 to play, first down and 10. East. Quick pitch. Jones on the left side, crossing the 50. Christian Arlington will bring him down from the backside. And he got back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Boy, time is not on east side right now. Hawthorne back to pass, looking up over top. It's going to be incomplete, or intercepted, excuse me. And Colt McCoy will come up with it.
And the drive
gets the ball back.
The drive is shut down. And you see Hawthorne fades back, kind of puts this ball up. And again, this was just one that it was put up too high and allowed the defensive back, number 29, McCoy, able to just get under that. Almost like a punt. Never really gave receiver a chance on that play. So the drive stalls once again in Cumberland Valley with the lead, and this running game gets the ball back.
Palmer right side. He'll be tackled by Kane Everson. Look at them just run this clock out, try to get that nice sustained drive that they do.
And we know that 7:45. CDEs may not get the ball back. I mean, we know what Cumberland Valley can do. They can really do a good job of taking it away from them.
We have a down player. We hope he's going to be all right. We'll take a break. Be right back after these messages.
Stay low. Drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in advanced hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Since my son has started advanced hoops, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Like tough? Well, when the tough get tougher, they get a Ford F-150 4x4 at Hoffman Ford. It's America's safest and toughest truck. And a tough truck requires an easy-to-handle price, as in up to $11,500 off MSRP. Or 0% APR for 72 months with approved credit. Or how about a 36-month lease for just $395 per month? Tough truck, easy-to-handle prices at Harrisburg's premier Ford dealer, Hoffman Ford.
AT&T wants drivers of all ages to keep their eyes on the road, not on their phones. Learn more and take the pledge at itcanwait.com. Very important message by AT&T delivered there. You know, Drum, it can wait. Telling kids across the mid-state, put the phones down, drive safely, get to where you want. And a simple text can wait till you park.
It can, and I talk to my kids about that, especially my oldest daughter who's a driver, and just, make sure she pays attention to the road at all times. You know what I mean? Anything that can wait. That can wait
totally
till you pull over, and again, just being a safe driver.
And that's an absolutely great thing that AT&T does. Verizon and a lot of people across the. I hope we can get to the point one day where phones shut off when you get in the car. Because really, it is just one more distraction. Right. Eating while you're driving, talking while you're driving, but more importantly, texting while you're driving. Please, folks, it can wait. Go to itcanwait.com. Direct snap to Catcher. Catcher running hard. He's going to move the chains. That is going to be a first down Cumberland Valley to keep that clock running under 6.
These past few years.
This is how they do it. Archie Smith, this is kind of how it's done. I like this new thing here with this direct snap to Charlie Catcher. What do you think?
Guys, anytime you have a dynamic athlete on your side, you find a way to put the ball in his hands, and I'm liking what Cumberland Valley is doing. They know they have an exceptional athlete, and you find a way. You call plays, you create plays, and it's the same way we do. We create plays to put a player in a position to succeed, and Cumberland Valley is doing it.
Very well said, Archie. Give. Quigley right side, earning everything he can get. He'll pick up 2.
When we talk about putting the ball in his hands, let's think about it. He's the kicker. He's the punter. He's the safety. He's the receiver. and now he's a running back in the Wildcats. So he's getting the ball.
Right. Let me just throw something down. Let's just put him on the line for a play.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Oh, they do that. Then
Let's
I'm
just
like,
put him on the line for a
play.
play.
That's what you call getting your athlete the ball at all costs, and he is getting it in every way, shape, or form. And I like that idea because just having him at receiver, he's not touching it enough. So it's good to see them do some different things.
Palmer going to be wrestled down by Edward Rivers in the backfield. Great play. I'm being impressed by Rivers. I mean, here's another kid, very athletic, quick to the ball.
Yeah, I mean,
big athletic body.
That's
strong,
never been
physical.
an issue for East. I mean, Rivers, is at a junior, 6'3", 220 pounds. They have the athletes on the field to do things. I think the problem has been, can they put it together, throughout a game?
Well, you know what, Jerome? It's probably about that time for the hit parade.
What is it time? It's time for the hit parade? What?
Already.
We got Quigley just running through people, and you see these City East team trying to get in and get them down, and they're not able to. And you see the hard running. Number 5, Arrington gets hit smack there. We see Mike Jones get up the field. That's not a hit parade, but we get a little bit of that. By number 29, McCoy coming up. Then we see catcher wants to give a little bit of pain and payback to Kane Everson. And then we see catcher going deep. That wasn't really a hit. So there were some good solid tackles in the game. Haven't been too many crazy hits. You don't see a lot of that in the run game. Both teams are running the ball a lot. But you do see East band getting going. And again, good football atmosphere. Cumberland Valley always has a beautiful venue to play football. This rivals some colleges.
Oh,
this
no
place.
doubt about it.
So,
what a place to see football. If you haven't ever been out here, you got your catcher, direct snap. Mike Jones will take him down. He'll be a little short of the first down. 5:18 to play here.
And let's see some of this East schedule, what they were able to do this year. I mean, they started out the year with a 19-13 victory over Milton Hershey. Then they played Lower Dauphin and really got out to a good game there, 38-14. They beat Susquehanna Township 30-12 before dropping to Harrisburg 28-10. And then taking out Chambersburg 41-19, and then losing to CD 34-18 before losing to State College. So they had 2 in a row there. And then they go up and put 38 on Carlisle. So we've seen that they can score, but they're struggling tonight.
Well, timeout Cumberland Valley. Will have more after these messages.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Well, 4th and 8. Catcher on the punt. Pollard back to receive. Catcher gets it up. He pulls that big old snap down. Pollard's gonna carry the. He's gonna. Ooh, he bounced off the shoulder pad, but recovered it. Called a fair catch. He still have the ball. You know, Pollard's another one on the other side that does a lot of things too. He'll take a direct snap. He'll run the ball. He'll
catch the ball,
and return punts. I mean, these guys at the end of the night, come Saturday morning when they wake up, I'm sure they feel like they play football. They do everything around here.
But that's where the off-season conditioning program kicks in. I mean, you got to make sure that you're built for this, and that's why you can't. This is not a sport you could just come out and play without having that. I mean, these guys, you have to work out in the off-season so that you can sustain. And now, you've been playing a whole season, man. You are everybody's banged up at this point.
Yeah. Jerome, I'm struggling in the off-season workouts. I just want to let you know.
There is no season workouts for you. So
Can you tell?
Yeah, you gave up on me, man.
I appreciate
fans
all.
at home. He used to work out with me. He was so motivated, and then he lost it.
I lost it.
Lost it.
I'm gonna get it back, though.
I know you'll get it back. I have all the confidence in the world of it.
Well, I'm training to be an offensive lineman, so what can I say?
I mean, offensive line workout too, man. Don't be playing.
I apologize. Balls connect to McKinney. Ball thrown to McKinney. He'll get out of bounds. 4:27 to play.
And we haven't seen McKinney really touch the ball much, but getting the ball to him in space, I think is a good idea. So there you go. You're seeing him trying to get McKinney the ball.
Well, McKinney used to be a factor in this East offense. Things changed a bit here, but nice to see him pulling it down. 2nd down and 1. Everson looking field, finds Pollard across the 50-yard line. Erickton will make the tackle. And Alex Hatzel will come in to assist. 4:19 to play. It'll be a 1st down for East. Everson's pass is connected to Pollard. It'll be a short gain, be 2nd down.
And again, getting the ball to Pollard, that's the one thing. He's versatile enough that you can take him from running back and put him at receiver and then get the ball to him. So you could tell, East has made a conscious effort to try to get him the ball in many ways, especially with Mike Jones coming in the backfield, giving you another running back.
Everson was looking Jones's way, finds McKinney, and that's what I always thought McKinney was effective at.
And that was a good quarterback read by Everson. He fades back, and what he does is he looks to Jones, and that draws the defense towards where Jones was, and then you give number 2 McKinney able to sit down in the zone, and he's able to deliver a ball wide open. So good play by the quarterback.
Everson going to roll. Firing. Incomplete high.
And that's the one he would want back. There was no obstruction in his face, so that was a straight ball that just needed to be thrown and caught.
Well, 3:47 to play, 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation. Ebersol's going to take it. Drop off to Mike Jones out of the backfield. Jones will be tackled by Ruma Khan. Up to make the tackle. Ruma Khan 6'2", 173. He's only, he's a junior, 181 pounds.
Yeah.
Good size players on the defensive side as well. Terrence Danner is a split out far right. I wonder if they're going to go to Danner, the big target, 6'5". Reminds me of the Harold Carmichael, even wearing number 17, the old Eagle.
Well, I'll tell you the one thing, Todd, is, and we haven't really talked about this as much, is how young this Cumberland Valley team is. I mean, they got a lot of underclassmen on this team that'll be coming back next year. I mean, your Plessinger's, he'll be back. He's young. You have Catcher. He's coming back as well. You have some guys on this team on that offensive line that'll be returning as well. So they have guys that will be returning next year. Number 55, or 56, Matthew Mankin, he's coming back. So you're going to have some athletes back in this team next year.
Well, that's going to be a catch and a 1st down. Aaron Arp's going to wheel that one in. Ebersol effectively rolling to his left is what he does well, firing down the field. And Ebersol's going to come up and make a great catch. You only need to get one down, and look at that. Beautiful film work by the Invicta crew staff. One more time and look at it. There you go, right there.
And that was probably Kane Everson's best pass of the day. I thought that was an amazing strike.
Arp will catch that pass, wheel that one in. Everson shotgun formation.
Stepping back and going to throw incomplete. Smart decision. First down. On that first down play, you see what he rolled. He thought he had Jones over there. He was going to have to throw it out of bounds as the rush came on.
And we see Everson, a young quarterback. He has a lot of growth and a lot of potential for his future. You know what I mean? He only a 10th grader this year. Been counted on to really carry a big load as a quarterback for this East team. Keep an eye on this kid going through the years. We remember saying that about Charlie Catcher 2 years ago. You know what I mean? When he was a freshman and playing, and we were just amazed by him. So, again, you see these young guys that are coming in the game and having decent years for both of these clubs, and you'll see them years down the road, and we'll get a chance to see how they mature.
Advanced Hoops Fall AAU Tryouts, Saturday, October 29, 2016. Coming right up. Also, our next broadcast, McDevitt at Central Dauphin East. Go to our full schedule.
Well, we have another scoring update of a game that we haven't had much information from that we got today. Camp Hill is up 35-24 in East Pennsboro. Bill Williams has eclipsed the 300-yard rushing mark for Camp Hill.
That's a big night.
We got a chance to see Bill a couple years, now at Camp Hill, and he's a good little back. 5'6", about 185 pounds, really, really built well, low to the ground. He had a day against East Pennsboro.
Mike Jones shy of a third down and 2. Third and goal, excuse me. Okay, play action. Everson running for his life. And he's going to be shy, knocked out of the 3-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, Everson didn't have that speed to get to the outside. It looked like he was going to try to cut that corner, but Quigley did an amazing job covering ground from his linebacker position, and that shows you his ability as a linebacker on the play, being able to go east-west, cover the length of the field, and get up in there and make the play on the quarterback. That can be very elusive.
Well, it'll be a timeout. We'll be right back with more on ABC 27 after these messages.
Stay low, drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in Advanced Hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Since my son has started Advanced Hoops, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Well, real excited, Jerome, about this one. McDevitt at Central Dauphin East next week. It looks to be a great way to end week number 10, last week of the 2016 football season. Very excited for the playoff season coming up, especially with 6 different classes. It's going to be really exciting and different for the Mid-State to watch District 3 this year.
Well, think about it. If you're Mike Jones, you have McDevitt coming to town, your old team.
Man,
you know what I mean? So
how about that one?
Think of that storyline.
Ball's going to be set to kick. Kalama hold down. Kalama up. Very good kick. It's up and it's good. 19-12 with 2:47 to play. Cumberland Valley have the ball. Only come back.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Well, welcome back to Chapman Field, 19-12. This is interesting here now, Jerome. It's 19-12. Touchdown difference. Can you get a hold here? Get your ball, the team ball back? Let's go down to Archie Smith Jr. on the field. Archie, I mean, this game's not over yet.
Guys, I am loving every minute of this game right now, and I was standing down here and I got to questioning myself about the timeout just now with Emerson going out of bounds and City East having to burn that timeout. Let's see would it come back to be a factor right now, but right now it's going to be one of the greatest plays in football coming up right now on this special team. It's going to be an onside kick.
All right, thank you, Archie.
Well, let's see if it's successful, because we know that is not successful most of the time. It does happen at times, but it doesn't happen as much.
Last drive, it was a very effective drive. The 14 plays, 72 yards, come away with a kick. Just shy of scoring. Had a couple opportunities for the Panthers. Well, let's see what happens here. This game is not over. Don't go anywhere. 19-12. We've seen crazy things happen in high school football through the years on High School Sports Live. Onside kick. And it's going to be picked up by sure hands on the right side. And heads-up play by Alex Hetzel. And Cumberland Valley will have the ball. Not a bad call. It just didn't quite. Oh, it was a good opportunity. Got to go up and get that one.
You have to go up and get it. And there was an opportunity to get it, too.
It was free floating for a second. I don't know if it went the full 10 yards, but one more timer. No.
That's true. That's a good point.
The right side, Quigley. Well, he's been the workhorse tonight. He's 30 carries, 31 carries for 169 yards. Drum, I mean, if Cumberland Valley goes on to win, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he's the vote for the player of the game tonight, Josiah Quigley.
Definitely. I mean, getting up in the 30s, that lets you know he's been the bell cow. And I'll tell you what, he hasn't tired out at all. Many times, running backs will lose their legs. With him, he's built for this. This is what he does, and he wants the ball late in the fourth quarter. You're up. You got to preserve a lead. You give the ball to me, and that's the attitude you have to have. And Cumberland Valley is going to oblige him and make sure he touches this ball in this drive.
Quigley right side. And you see East really trying to go for the strip. 1:56 to play, 3rd down and 8. Jerome might want to take an opportunity. We've been doing some history. I've been looking back at some of the games we called, and I believe we're just under 300 games called together, and I just can't believe where the years are going. Can you believe that?
No, I can't believe it. But, we've done a lot, whether it's been arena, college football for those years that we did that, and then the high school football we've done too. So, yeah, we've definitely been together, linked up, and I'll tell you what, it's always been a pleasure to call the games with you and working with Chad and the crew for Invicta as well as High School Sports Live. So this has been a great experience. I know me, you, and the team at Invicta have been together for a while, and they've been together before I got involved. So it's just definitely been a great time.
I don't know where time went. When I started off, my beard had no gray in it. I can tell you
I
that.
know.
Right
no gray at all for you. And I had hair. I think
that's how it's going. It's just been a privilege to be able to call games on ABC 27, and I thought it's just been awesome, too, to have Archie Smith Jr. joining our crew, too.
Absolutely.
Archie, I feel like year after year, more importantly, so many people need to know that for the first time last year, you finally retired from your active playing career. And I don't know if many people in the Mid-State know that you played football from the time you were little all the way through your collegiate level,
last year,
all the way up to last year. At one point, you were even playing on 2 teams. Am I correct on that, saying that?
Guys, one thing that you always do, and it was a blessing to never have a major injury. I never had a major injury. The only major injury I always had was a pulled hamstring. So I was just blessed, man, to be able to play all those years and to be able to come out here and continue to be along with you guys and watch this great game that I played for so long.
1:15 to play, 4th down and 3. Cumberland Valley with the ball, trying to hold on to it. Long count. And Cumberland Valley's going to take a timeout. Let's go on our side, our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game. Right here, play action, rolling right. And Plessinger fires inside. Look at it one more time, rolling right. Plessinger's going to fire it hard. And Christian Ericton's going to come up with that touchdown in Cumberland Valley. That's the part, Capital Region Insurance play of the game. And more importantly, Christian Ericton catching that touchdown. They had 2 touchdown catches in the first half, uncharacteristic of CB Eagles. It was like we had a different aerial attack there first half, but if that's what really, that was an aerial attack if you're Cumberland Valley.
Hey, it definitely was. I mean, Plessinger did a very good job. That was actually a veteran play by him, being able to use his legs to escape the pocket and then keep his eyes downfield to deliver a strike in the end zone. So that was a very, very good play.
Do you think Ericton and catcher ever get an opportunity to kid with Coach Whitehead and say, hey, you see what we were doing in the first half, Coach? We could catch that ball 20 times. I'm sure Coach Whitehead would say, that's okay, guys. We'll stick with our game plan.
But again, you're seeing them use different ways to get the ball to their guys, too, which I think is important.
Catcher coming on the punt. That'd be a good call. But here, if you're East, you're getting the ball back, and there's an opportunity. Pollard's going to get out of bounds. Hey, Archie Smith, this game's not over. They got the hold they want, 107. There's plenty of time if you're a faithful for the East Panther fan.
I told you guys that this game was brewing to be that on that last play down there when the Central Dauphin East went for a field goal and got the 3. Now, that onside kick was almost caught. You can see Lady Luck was kind of leaning on that side. Now, we'll see how this game is really going to finish, but I thought they sustained a great drive the last possession. Let's see what they're going to have here, guys.
All right, East is getting the ball back here on ABC 27, week number 9. The game's not over. 19-12, 107 to play, first down and 10. Everson, Twins receivers 3 on the right side. He's going to slip looking downfield. Pressure's on, and there is no one really around. He's going to cross the 40-yard line, almost 40, trying to get out of bounds. He's going to stay in bounds. Going to have to go to hurry up. And Jerome, there was no one defensively in the middle of that field.
Yeah, there was no one. I mean, if he had a little bit more speed, he could have made Cumberland Valley even pay more and he actually get offside, get out of bounds. But he wasn't able to do that. So now he does make a good play, gets the first down. See what he can do with it.
Emerson's going to spike it, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They're going to get a play from the sideline now. Good play.
And in these situations, you need a big play. I mean, you need something that chalks up a good amount of yards on this. You see Everson fade back. He slips a little bit. Nobody's open downfield. The C opens up. He takes off. Able to get the first down. And now, let's see. He has to have a big play to get a big chunk of yards here. That was a good start. Let's see if this Panthers team can generate more.
I tell you what, if this Panther offensive line fires low and fires out, they can be very effective here buying time. Well, if he didn't get that play off. That's going to be a delay of a game against Central Dauphin East. Going to back him up 5 more, 51 seconds to play here. It's a tough play, tough penalty. 2nd and 15.
Yeah, very tough penalty, and it kind of almost negates what Everson was able to do when running for that first down.
Everson going to try to get out. The pressure's on. He's still on his feet. Manages to scramble out of that and fire downfield, and he'll fire incomplete. Was nearly intercepted. Boy, oh boy, 39 seconds to play.
And again, what's kind of causing Everson to second guess is because Cumberland Valley is in a prevent, so they have guys waiting in the wings for anything deep downfield. So he's not able to really just chuck it down because there's guys waiting. And right at the line, there's a whole host of Eagles that are waiting right at the first down markers to make sure nothing goes deep and deep behind him, and one of them is Charlie Catcher. So you have to be careful putting it up there while he's there, going with the 3-man rush.
Everson back to pass. Downfield connects over the 40-50, call it. And Corey Gray will come up to make that catch.
And those are the passes that are available, those plays in the zone. You get up, get as much yards as you can, and then sit in the zone and try to force Cumberland Valley defenders in the back end to find you in that zone. Everson just has to be able to hit that, and on that play he does.
That's a nice delivery. Good catch. He'll spike the ball now, get the play from the... All right, Everson coming in here to deliver what They've gone with those really wide spread sets, trips receivers on one side. They're going to go 3 to the far left, actually make it 3 on your far right, you'll see. Everson pumping or moving around, firing downfield. It's complete. That's going to be incomplete. And he hit his receiver in McKinney, but McKinney will drop it. 23 seconds to play, 3rd and 10. Take another look at it. Slipping, rolling out. He's very elusive. Firing back to the other side of the field. It'll be incomplete. Oh, he put his hands.
Right in the hands.
23 seconds to play. 3rd and 10 for East.
And again, you need a big chunk of yards right here to see if you can get down, spike the ball, and then get a shot at the end zone. Right now, I don't know if Everson has the arm from this distance to really put it in the end zone.
Fires hard, complete across the 40-yard line. Pollard comes up to make a catch, and he's slowing a little bit. Pollard's going to be down. That's going to stop the clock with 18 seconds to go. Pollard got hit, took a shot. Looked like his lower side of the ribs. That's going to stop that clock. And one more time, take a look at it, see where he got hit. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, not sure what was going on there. But something went wrong for him, and he's down.
You know, sometimes you never know, like with the knee or things. It doesn't look like, you know, you catch it wrong or you turn wrong. No one else sees it, but it's enough to.
That's absolutely right. And you're talking about a go-to player on the field. So, you know.
He's a tough kid, too.
You know, when these things happen, you got to be careful with that. So, again, right now Pollard's on his feet. He seems like he's walking out. You know, with 18 seconds left, I mean, can this offense get a big chunk of yards, or will they try to go end zone right away and see if they can get something, that Hail Mary in the end zone?
They need a miracle. Back to pass, Everson. Going to scramble. Cross the 40-yard line, cross the 30, out of bounds, 11 seconds. I'm telling you, this game is not over. Dangerous thoughts right here if you're a Cumberland Eagle fan. Rolling here, look at this. I mean, this is why he scares you. And he's only a sophomore, Jerome. You keep mentioning it. Cumberland Valley wanted holding on that particular play. 11 seconds. 1st and 10. Week number 9. East 5-3. Cumberland Valley 6-2. Everson pump faking. Looking downfield, firing it into the end zone. And it's going to be a flag down. I think that's going to go against Danner.
Yeah,
I think Danner pushed. So I think it's going to be offensive pass interference. There's 4 seconds on the clock.
I totally agree. Danner, I think, did get his hands on the back of the defender.
Yeah,
so
it's
yes.
going to go against Danner, 17. Take a look at it here.
Good
Everson
ball.
firing it, throwing it, giving him a chance. Whoa, I don't know.
Yeah, I saw it did look like there was a push or something that can be seen as that by the receiver. You get a good look at it here.
Yeah, right there. Okay.
Right at the end.
I don't know that he needed to push it, though.
No, he didn't.
He's big enough. I think he can go
exactly.
up and get it.
You just got to go up and get it. But if it's Charlie Catcher back there, he's big enough too. So,
yeah.
You know, it's one of those things. If he's trying to get an advantage there, you don't know if you have one.
All right, well, 4 seconds to go. That penalty being marched off.
And again, it's key. What's key is, their overall records are big, but in the league, in the Commonwealth, CD East 2-3 and Cumberland Valley. This is good for Cumberland Valley if they can pull this out, because they keep pace with the unbeatens, and we still haven't seen Central Dauphin against State College yet for the league.
Everson firing in the end zone, and it's batted down, and Cumberland Valley is going to come away with the victory, 19-12. Christian Arlington and the crew bat the ball down. East fought with every bit they had plenty of heart, but Cumberland Valley is going to come away and be 7-2 on the year. East will fall to 5-4, and next week's our last game of the season, regular season. Cumberland Valley comes away with 19-12, and if I'm going to pick a player of the game, I think we all agree Josiah Quigley will be the player of the game.
Definitely. Quigley had, I thought, a very good game. just really showing his ability to just control the game from the fullback position, carried the ball a lot today, over 30-plus carries, rushing the ball, over 100, close to 170-plus yards. So he had a good day.
Well, he's our Brenner Family Dealership Player of the Game. I mean, congratulations to the Cumberland Valley Eagles and Josiah Quigley. That's how you do it, Quigley, with 31 carries for over 170 yards. Big, effective night, a workhorse night. Next week, we're going to have Bishop McDevitt at Central Dauphin East. We're expecting another great game there. That's our last game of the, I just can't believe it, Week 10 on ABC 27. We're looking forward to that last game of the season, and the playoffs coming up. And we want to make sure that we continue to bring you these great games, and we appreciate you watching tonight. Stay tuned for a special look into the three-star program coming right up. And one more time, our Player of the Game, Brenner Family Dealership Player of the Game, is, in fact, Josiah Quigley. On behalf of the Invicta crew, Archie Smith, Jerome Presley, I'm Todd McCall, and everybody, Charlie Fortney, and everybody involved in High School Sports Live, thank you for watching and have a great night.
It's real serious out there. I know a lot of guys, you know, a lot of your boys are out there dying. It ain't no joke. The grave ain't no joke.
I hear the wind blow, thought it's your voice I heard. I feel the raindrops are falling, I see the tears you shed. My mind is constantly...
My name's Joel Delgado. I've been here for about 2 years already. This program has really helped me through a lot. Home, out streets, basketball. Taught me how to be a better player, better person. Helped me be a better man at home. I help my parents around the house now. Less disrespect at home. Working, helping my mother pay bills. This program just built me to be a better person and a better man.
The director, he came to me asking that I want to come and join this program, and I seen him at the Boys and Girls Club because I work there, and he told me about the program and what it's worth. It's a great combination. Like, I like learning about new stuff, and basketball is the thing I do on the side, but it helps me on just communicating with each other, because really I love doing both things, learning, playing, but I just want to become a great player and just have a great future. And it's a long way to go now. I just got to stick with there might be bad sides, bad places, and good places. I'm trying to take the good path.
Met Gerald Jarman a few years ago, and he got to talking to me about three-star program, asked me if I wanted to get involved, and I was very excited about the opportunity to work with young men here in Harrisburg and hopefully make a difference, make a positive difference in their lives.
I met Coach Jarman, and he asked me to be a part of the three-star program, so we looked at that, and of course you always try to clear your schedule for good things, and got involved, and it's just a great opportunity for anyone to impact lives. It's interesting, when I first heard about the program from the boys, they were talking about the mentoring, they were talking about just being together with friends, they were talking about so many great things that they liked about the program. And it actually took a while before they said, oh, and by the way, we play basketball.
I tell you, it's great to see the young men come in as we begin the mentoring sessions. It's great to see just their development. It's great to be able to develop great relationships with these young men and to see them grow and prosper.
A lot of things in the streets just to help y'all out.
Can you tell them about it?
I got a lot of people that are here. I got into it, so I hope they learn something from here the same way I did last year.
You see any changes in them?
So far, yeah, a lot. Lots getting jobs, stopping a lot of things, becoming better people in here, better friends. It's helping a lot.
Yeah, I'll be here next year.
He got accepted to Duquesne and Bloomsburg on a full academic scholarship.
We're here tonight at Roland School, Harrisburg School District. This is the high school program. This is our 7th year. This is the one that's really established. This is the program. This is kind of like the mother of them all. 65 guys from the Harrisburg School District, teenagers, guys, want to come out and play basketball and learn about life. Good thing is, I don't know too many places in the city where you can go and get this many guys in one location, one place, from different areas in the city, uptown, from the Hill, from out the South, all in one melting pot. Probably in another setting, in another environment, these guys will be at each other. It could be some friction, so that's one of the things we're thankful for. God has given us the grace to be able to do what we do. We're excited to be here. We have a great program. You're going to hear more things in the future, great positive things about the young men in the city. I believe that with all my heart, with all my soul. I believe that you're going to hear some positive things. There's a lot of negative things out on the media, and rightfully so. There's a lot of negative things happening in the city. But this is proof tonight, what you've heard and what you've seen, that there is some good that's happening. We want to highlight that. It's a breath of fresh air to see and hear some of the testimonies, some of the positive reports we're getting, and you've seen it for yourself. So the best is yet to come, and I look forward to talking to you again sometime soon.